Freetown. Good morning, Sierra Leone, and of course, a beautiful greetings to our listeners across the globe. Whether your time is on this morning, afternoon, or evening, you're most welcome to the Epic Morning Show, your trusted show for credible information, thoughtful analysis, and of course, daily inspirational messages. So today is Monday, the 11th day of August 2025, and I'm your host, Ivan Julius Lee. I'm therefore with you for the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. So we are broadcasting live from the studios at 54 Elcott Road, Freetown, Sierra Leone, and also on frequency modulation 99.3 FM. You can also watch us live in Sleek Television Channel 37, stream worldwide, Radio Garden, and also via Choice FM. That's of course the one then within the eastern part of Freetown. And also you can join the conversation via Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So thank you very much for choosing us this morning, as we super appreciate you guys, because we're always locked down to the Epic Morning Show on 99.3 FM. So the Epic Morning Show, as per usual, like 30 minutes program, we thoughtfully divided into two interactive segments. And in the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, as per usual, we bring you our daily motivational messages of the day and also breaking news highlights. Hot topic of discussion where we feature guests to discuss on critical issues that demand critical answers. And later on in the program, we invite your calls, and while we definitely therefore picking our calls in the program, we'll also take on a message that we're not going to send of our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, entertainment and sports wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. And you know, so you're fans of entertainment and sport, and just stay tuned towards the end of the program. You'll get the latest in the sport and entertainment update. The second segment of the Epic Morning Show review the front pages of newspapers and also invite analysts to break down and analyze the major stories that will be making the headline in the show, or the headlines in the show this morning. So with a look at HEBU's speech at the opening of the 6th Parliament in the Second Republic, and we're having a detailed analysis about the speech where the President make in the third session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone. So that's what we're going to look at, and plenty in the way the President talk in his state opening speech. Well, it's like a scorecard why the people of Sierra Leone therefore know whether the President passed or probably still gets more for do. So stay tuned, no go no side. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll go take a motivational message for the day. Stay tuned. Alright, motivational message for today. Success is built on consistency, not perfection. So just keep moving. Success is built on consistency, I beg your pardon, and not perfection. So just keep moving. So it's about how consistent you are. Like doing things professionally and you're consistent. It's not like you've been perfect today and tomorrow you'll not be perfect. So some amount of break, and if you want to be a successful somebody, or you want to claim success about you being consistent in whatever thing you do, so whatever side you find yourself is the watchword. Just being consistent and try to do the best version of yourself. That's the most important thing to do. So is it today the 11th day of August 2025, and just put at the back of your mind and say, I need to be consistent in whatever I do. So stay tuned. We'll go for another break, and when we come back, we'll go take with breaking news highlights. Stay tuned.
I'm in the look for you. I say success. Tell me how you get. How you go? Say me I want you right now. Alamanda out for hunt and then kill.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and of course the Monday actually energetic this morning. So before we go to a breaking news highlight, let's take this one. This is very much important for all our ladies out there, and if you're a man, you listen to this for the first time, you can pass information as well, whether it's your girlfriend or probably it's a wife as well. So whether you plan for special birth or one for prevent unwanted pregnancy, Lydia has you covered with a range of trusted contraceptive method that will surely suit your lifestyle. I mean, you can choose from the list of Lydia contraceptive. One is the Lydia Post pill, and as your regular contraceptive, and of course Lydia IUD as your long-term contraceptive method, or your your Lydia Farm 3 injectable as your 3 month stress-free protection. So you can contact them if you want to get any information on 5225, or you can send them a WhatsApp message on 07885914. I mean, with Lydia, you truly decide. And of course, this advert has been vetted and approved by Pharmacy Board Sierra Leone.
The hustle on the make that me face on the link cool. Nobody know they know me for the right jungle. Look, change my story. Where the boy gets like glory. Any side better now for country day.
Orange money go to good. Don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, don't come for you.
This time again, the delivery guy no dey give me all the money, and I dey lost track of all my payments. How I supposed to run business like this?
Why you not register for Orange Money Kotoku?
Kotoku?
If you get small business na salon, this na your chance for make you upgrade am. Orange Money dey introduce Kotoku, na business line for all business dem. Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this na una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer dem. And the best part na Orange Money go pay you commission for receive payment na your Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free na any Orange Money office, franchise or kiosk point. Kotoku wallet na your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144 *8*10#.
I say Orange Money go to good. Don't come for you.
You dey look for the best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy 200% bonus on your first deposit to 2,300 million. Yes, double your money right from the start. Go inside 1x game for fine casino games, card game, and boku other thing them. All the 1 year design for make you enjoy and win big. Or you can bet on sports events them like football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates and competition odds for get to the game. Easy for start. Register by phone or complete your registration with valid ID card. But not forget for screenshot your account for use them later. Deposit and withdraw you winning with Colat. We use Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard or Visa Card. 1xBet are the official sponsor for La Liga, Serie A, League One, and the Confederation of African Football. So no now say you done a good hand. Join 1xBet today and join the winning journey. But remember say you need for bet responsibly. 1xBet, your world of betting.
Alright, and welcome to the breaking news segment on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And joining me in the studio this morning is Reginald Brian Ojukutusaya. Reginald, good morning, and what's breaking in the show this morning?
Good morning, Ivan. Good morning to listeners and viewers. Quickly, we go into the breaking news segment. So, first breaking news this morning: the Minister of Internal Affairs, retired AIG Mori Lengo Esquire, don't call for greater cooperation among stakeholders for address the growing security and crime-related concern, and also highlight personal deficiencies. The Minister Lengo be make this statement while he be talk in a high-level security engagement in Kono District over the weekend. The minister been first meet with the deployed military and police officers now the Koidu Holdings concessions area, with 7 square mile in size. They may also praise the commitment for protect the company assets and also for recognize the efforts for endure due to smaller numbers. So the Minister of Internal Affairs is now calling for, that we local workers strengthened, of course, security concerned, and also I think that's a timely move indeed from the Minister of Internal Affairs, AIG Mori Lengo.
It's a good move, and I can always say Salon need for be peaceful, and we have been trying. I mean, second, and I mean, when you get amongst the peaceful country and West Africa, we're doing well, but I think we need for do more. I mean, in terms of internal security, we're supposed to do more.
All right, so a veteran journalist and also now a politician, Sylvia Olainka Blyden, he posted on his page. According to him, he said nobody wife should be molested in the manner in which HE Fatima, in which HE First Lady Fatima was molested in Parliament. Nobody, let's say the truth. The Speaker needs to apologize to the First Lady and to every woman in Sierra Leone. So this is a statement made by of course Madam Sylvia Olainka Blyden OOR, and they demand that the Speaker apologize to the First Lady.
Well, I think the President too, at some point, instead of the action, probably apology, because I mean this is a normal thing in Parliament. I listened to the First Lady yesterday. I mean, this was not only this actually be part of the SLPP MPs as well. Listen to in TikTok video as well, and this all originated from the delegates conference. I mean, some 1 or 2 weeks back. I mean, where then get a song where they begin singing, and we will actually be the part of where you look at the state opening of Parliament. You see similar thing happen, and what I would tell you, when presidents then can go na Parliament, especially when if you're in governance, the opposition, well, like you always sing. I mean, knock table and you name it. So if Sylvia is saying, then for apologize to the First Lady, right, they might as well see, well, yes, the President definitely need an apology.
Okay, so we move again. The Youth Minister, Ibrahim Sanodo, unveiled 29 technical courses for school dropouts them in Sierra Leone. That's a very big one. The Minister of Youth Affairs, Ibrahim Sanodo, announced and also launched 20, of course, one vocational and technical training programs for dropout youth during the unfiltered youth-centered dialogue with them held now the creative hub. And according to the minister, these courses them will help for boost, I mean, the amount of youth them way now dropout able for further their studies now university. And it seems like a timely one from the Minister of Youth Affairs.
It's no secret. I think these are things we he said some months back, and I'll be actually informed and say in 100 days whatever can get a report card of waiting and waiting if you don't see whether you don't achieve them. And I think, I mean, at some point, if people are doing well, let's say it. So I think it's moving in that direction, waiting and waiting promise, and I see some of the non-unfold now.
Sad news again now, this time in the international scene. So the war between Israel and Gaza, so a couple of journalists them being killed. So one of the journalists named Anas Al-Sharif, along with 4 others, Al Jazeera staff them don't be killed by Israeli attack, which of course targeted a trend for the press outside at Al Shifa Hospital main gate. So 5 in total, of course, of the journalism, including photographer, camera operators, and also Anas, which is a popular journalist or correspondent from Al Jazeera, have all been killed due to the war between Israel and Gaza. I think their soul rest in peace indeed.
Definitely, I mean, their soul rest in perfect peace. I mean, it's sad news for us as a journalist, and we work. I can tell people at some point it's scary. I mean, but we just have to do it we're supposed to do. Thank you very much, Reginald.
Thank you so much, Ivan, and that's all in the breaking news segment.
Thank you once again, Reginald Brian Ojukutsaya, for the breaking news segment. So to go for a short break, and we'll come back. We will take you background to the topic of discussion. Stay tuned.
So you for take 10 use if you work or they drive, you for always take care.
The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, SLRSA, they tell the general public and then customer them, but the good thing them where they don't put in place for do more for road safety and security for all man. 1. How the mobile station they work. For let the work could begin fine one, then go begin Monday, August 4, 2025. 2. Easy for make payment and quick. You go use the OneGov payments platform. Recommend them na OneGov. They on board the mobile station for collect your payments them. 3. The authority go begin work with regulation 55(6) from the Road Traffic Regulation 2011 wey say all motorcar for get safety tin dem. Pan dem na first aid kits. Dem dey sell am now and na by force for all new motorcar wey dey register. 4. According to Regulation 2(1) from the Road Traffic Regulation 2011 wey na for apply for register your motorcar, as from now the authority dey ask say all motorcar wey dey register now forget title of the person wey get the motorcar or motorcar dem from the country where they comot as from September 1, 2025. 5. Section 70 on the Road Traffic Act 2007, they ask the authority forget vehicle testing center them. This na by force for bringing motorcar for let them test them. All motorcar for pass through the motor vehicle testing, what they call MOT, where you not go pay nothing extra, so that you go know if the motorcar fit for the road before then go license them. Number 6. All lorry where the tote container now Taki for meet the minimum road safety tin them before they use the road. This now warning to all other get motorcar for fix the motorcar before October 1, 2025. Remember say for jump the law, not to excuse, you get responsibility for act safe. We say also get right for do well on the road. For no more, feel free for call the SLRSA Public Relations Unit panel number 076 858635 075 197 896 031 112 323. Now SLRSA, they bring this message to you.
It's road enough for you, so you for take 10 do some. If you work out or they drive, you for always say yeah.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange money cash out fee don't count on to only 1% on any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange money they charge now 1% for cash out?
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon are they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, ma. If I pull 50 leons, that only 5 cents that they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I no wonder there is such low fee. Orange money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, NASA Loan. Now the cheapest cash out fee, no more stress, no more high fees, just easy transaction. Orange money, they any outside you go.
Epic Credit.
Okay, so welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Sleek Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, that is in the part of Richmond, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, we can look at President Julius Malabio in his speech at the third session of the 6th Parliament, in the Second Republic of Sierra Leone. And we can look at a detailed analysis about waiting the president say. So when you talk about 6th Parliament, you look at from 1996 to 2023, that's the last day we get election, and 2018 definitely could be the 7th Parliament. Second Republic, well, from 1971 when we become a republic state, when we get a break in, what should I say, military rule, 1992, and got back to democratic state in 1996 to now. So it has been 6th Parliament. So the president always can go present waiting and waiting don't do while in Parliament go sit down and look at whether if the president will say whether it's realistic or not. So that's what the president did, and on Thursday, the 7th day of August 2025. And of course, we all know the flagship program of His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Madabio. I mean, the big five game changer. We talk about the Feed Salon project, and of course, human capital development and youth empowerment, capital and infrastructure growth, and also last transparency and accountability, especially in the public sector. So the president will lay a lot of emphasis that these are some of inside the big five changer. It all achieved so much. I mean, when you talk about the feed salon project, you look at almost less salon only produce, and you look at how they produce yabas. Of course, I'm not going to give so much of the details in which we can talk about, because one for make we get certificate bites whether it's realistic or not. So there is so much more in that address by the president, and so they can examine, I mean, bit by bit. Probably we'll look at the Feed Salon project and that of youth empowerment, within the presidency, look at education, how successful the presidents don't be, and the economy, which of course it's the whole ball game. I mean, from 54% according to the president, we are 9.3% in terms of inflation drop down. So there is so much stabilizing in dollar and all. So these are some of the things we're going to pay attention to. The Feed Salon project, of course, you talk about egg, talk about onions, yes, and of course, I remember it said this is the first time in the history wine price go up and price reduced by 20 to 23%. I mean, so it's a total reduction, and so a whole lot around the president's speech. So we're going to examine how realistic is this speech. I mean, whether the president needs to step up more, or probably waiting the president say some people go tend for disagree. So they join in the studio by Abdul Salam M. Conte, and of course, leader of Legislative Committee, House of Parliament, West Urban District, and also Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaye, MP, Moyamba District, and a Deputy Parliamentary Spokesperson. So now then to MPs there they get in the studio for me who can discuss on the president's speech on the 7th of August 2025 in the third session of the 6th Parliament and the Second Republic of Sierra Leone. Stay tuned. I'm going to introduce my guest shortly.
Success at the call, right for me phone. I know so you to get me loud and clear. Please now for answer all that me prayer. All that me prayer. I know so we boku now you hang, and we all get to different plan. Now they also don't they make that me face on the link cool. Nobody know they know me for the right jungle. Look, change that me story. Make the boy get that in glory. Any side better now for country day. Any side glory day now for put me. I me sing it out success. Now shy you there, now shy you go, I don't look for you. I say success.
All right, before I introduce my guest into the program, make we take this quick information. And most of the roofing sheets them we use now, we also then the GUI problem like leakages, complicated nail smack, short lifespan, poor weather resistance, and more. Self-lock roofing sheets by JBS Industries are produced with advanced technology that guarantees no leakages, no nail marks, and of course they are the best for our weather and they have a longer lifespan. Built to withstand rain, sun, and wind with a long-lasting guarantee. So if you want for order, you can call them on 077858132, 077858132, or visit them factory at Mami Drive, Liverpool Street, Benguma Road, Waterloo. Self-lock roofing sheets, I mean a guarantee, and then bill them for salon toughest weather. So I'm going to introduce my guest them in the program, Honorable start off with introduce me guest then shortly, Honorable Abdul Salam M. Conte, and of course, Honorable, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
And of course, we get Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaye. Honorable, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
All right, so then two gentlemen that they in the studio for me quick well, I don't know whether we use the word scrutinize the president in state's opening speech, the third session of the sixth parliament. I'm waiting the president say, and of course, I tell you, say he pay more attention to the big five changer, and well, that's what actually we can talk in the program this morning. So I'll start off with you, Honorable Ben, and you listen to it in the president say, on Thursday, and the president was so confident enough. He was so, well, I want to use the word, he was okay, and he feels at some point that it don't make progress in leadership and what he call the big five changer. From your lens, do you see it that way?
The president's speech, I want to say we welcome him.
Okay.
And the president be very confident on what he is saying. And one of the shortest speeches we don't ever see. And at this third session.
You want to describe it as productive at some point?
Now make with a calm analyze the speech bit by bit. Because he gets a lot of lofty, he gets a rhetoric and lofty promises. And what's in the paper is different from the realities with the crown. And so the government don't fail for translate the very big words into the real results. So now that make I want to say a lot of things with the president say very good for country as he appear on the paper, but we as citizens, we as representatives, we need to scrutinize the speech and look at them one after the other.
All right, so we start off with let's say we want to start off with agriculture, but let's see, because this is kind of like for make people to understand exactly within the presidency. But I'll get a bite from Honorable Salama. You listen to the president and you feel satisfied within the presidency?
Well, let me just correct something. The name is Sulaiman.
Sulaiman, sorry.
Abdul Sulaiman.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes, I feel satisfied with the president's speech, and as Yusuf being attested earlier on, he was confident, he was calm, and he did make that delivery. And again, as my colleague took now, one of the shortest speeches, and indeed a short for that level day because it was exactly 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah. So it's about, I'll give you maybe my own perspective where I feel say the president being calm. There are the things that we can't talk about, or most of the things that we can't talk about. People then don't they see them, then they experience them. It may just need for come on out from them for make himself can reaffirm them. Because the president can't talk about some of the gains them from feed salon. We'll go into later on. And people that don't begin see them, it just need for come out from and no more be make the promise.
Okay.
It can't talk about how the reduction in fuel prices. People and they experience them now. So it been just need for come up from and now see this don't go down because of some of the things that were there.
All right, so let's take on step by step. Let's start off with the field salon project. He was 8% increase in terms of rice production and 13% to 15% reduction in terms of importing, and that saved the country about $15 million. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think $15 million, in terms of which in the country save, and this seems as a good news.
Well, I think say feed salon are still more of a political slogan rather than a working program. And I don't listen carefully from what's in the president say with regards to the reduction of the percentage where you mentioned so. And I want for let we assess this feed salon slogan. For me, let me ask this question. We country guys, who say we easily fend on a market? For far too long, the price of rice will don't come down long time ago. And I listened the government spokesman, the Honorable Alpha Khan. He say na Liberty TV, he say, in fact, the engagement we they don't make with the suppliers, them, the importers, them, they will forget a negotiation for me and drop the rice. This no means saying because of what you would produce. This means saying because of the price we don't reduce, decide we then the buyer. And for far too long, the price will don't come down before this time. But because of we don't see say now, at least, just like how the fuel dealers them, take a decision, say whether government put price down or not, who the candle. Now so also the rice importers.
At some point you agree with me. Let's talk about this. It's the first time in the history, I mean, we price of a particular commodity go up and it can down. And we look at some point in 2023, rice will reach up to 1,000 leones, and now rice they between 600 to 700 leones.
Now a welcoming news for we already buy food. The reality is when we analyze then so in speech, law we don't make them for be a score on voting with the group.
But it's about the reality.
But the reality is the price of rice don't come down just like before. Before this time I did tell you say the rest for don't come down before this time. But for now, still for the citizens, where it don't come down, so we appreciate them, but not as a result of what we the go. Now as a result of the price, the world price market, and where the dealers input. For justify this, we still a struggle with farmers and still a complain where they know they get fertilizers, late supply of seedlings. Me na country boy na upline na come out. As I tell you, so up to date, the farmer, the district offices of agriculture, no farmer group no receive a seed yet. You can imagine then turn any way they can plant granite, then can always supply granite when the granite season plant don't pass. But yes, still and they capture the reports there so as a success of the number of total of seedlings we don't supply to farmers. The same thing goes to for fertilizers. Yeah. So for the reality, most of the projections and we government can make or Ministry of Agriculture can make when we easy for low feed we save. It's very easy for low feed we save. But in these feed salons, we just can say a slogan, but we accept say the price of a bag of rice don't come down. But again, and
so for me to say before I come to Suleiman, the rice, the reduction of price, not get anything for the feed salon production.
Well, for compared to what the president don't say now, so for the money we don't save, you go say when you access shop there now, law we count how many shops there in this country. We don't show you a percentage of country guess who they produce now, who they sell, and to that of the imported rice. Yeah. So I agree say the price don't come down. And I also agree say despite the price don't come down, it still reflects on the cup of rice it. But again, that all depends on regulations for certain of the country. But if we want to be very honest to ourselves, for what we go showcase as a country, not to that way president or the minister want go na Kailaon, then go buy pineapple na market, then go buy cocoa or that thing can put on a basket and display. Not to that way they want for see agriculture. You go na then inland valley swamps them. You see a big signpost where Uncle Abdul in own rest na farm. Na swamp they do well than the ones away na do not supported something where they don't give fertilizer. Not to that kind of farm who want for see, then put tag them for cassava when are just 1 acre with Uncle Abu or Ngojo na village get hectares of land for cassava. So this is the reality. When we really want for succeed in agriculture, we go for ensure say 1, it reflects in the market. 2, we access the food. And 3, we continue to see a drop of a price of a bag of rice. And me no say the rest in price, if I don't go down past you, but it will go down more by God in power. The dealers they're ready for say they're able for do something where then say they're conscious. You know, I like Honorable Alpha can what to say. So say the dealers then are conscious now in they use because they know say really the price don't come and they need supposed to put on.
All right, Honorable Suleiman, and you listen to Ben, and he was saying the feed salon. Well, waiting him believe the reduction of price, you not get anything for the feed salon production, and of course, it therefore do to get them with the imports from away outside Sierra Leone, and because of those prices of rest go down, and that make the president say we don't make a massive reduction, I think about 23 to 25%, but it has nothing to do with the field salon project.
You see, field salon project is about roughly 2 years old, and for the time where it don't come into existence, progress done there. I'll just take you to paragraph 16 where the president clearly states that. And now responsibility also from Parliament when he said let us go and follow up. He said the impact is clear. The World Food Programme, WFP, has cut its reliance on imported rice from 90 to 60%, sourcing the remaining 30% directly from Sierra Leone's resilient smallholder farmers. 30% of what they rely on now on the smallholder farmers. You understand? So, again, before it was a different scenario. Now the smallholder farmers, now then they produce that country rest, where it be say, they want then they go able source from. So it cuts down. So you see the combination. Because the first paragraph, it talk about how the prices them don't reduce, and because the prices then reduce, and also the production from that other end of the farmers them come together. So the thing is, the main goal now for the rest reduce. So if we get a combination, because when it go back again, government will be blamed.
And of course, it's saying you're not getting anything for the field salon. In as much as WFP, 30% of the rest when they buy now from salon they come out.
No, but then smallholder farmers, they don't improve how the smallholder farmers then you talk about fertilizer.
So I think WFP therefore do the field quality education in order for do it within people of this country therefore eat on a daily basis.
No, it they talk about that's not a start. I tell you how long it don't start. So you they go into sector, even the military sector they can do something. You understand? The police, prisons, everybody they contribute towards this feed salon. So you know they only come up from one end. So again, maybe something inside 3 years, we'll do the measurement back again. We'll see how far we don't. So would they penetrate? Like I talk, it get for see more at the market.
So for now, for now, it not be reflective in the lives of Sierra Leoneans. That's what you're saying.
No, the smallholder farmers are Sierra Leoneans. It put monies in their pocket, and also it they give that rest not to for them go sell her outside back again. Part of them back again. Naya. So it's about Sierra Leoneans they talk about. It's talking about the smallholder farmers. Are they foreigners? No, they are not. They are not. So when they receive that fertilizer and all the other support, it improve the yield, you understand? It improve the production capacity. So they are getting this support from government. It talk about fertilizer earlier on. Okay, yes, it depends how you measure them. But then they receive fertilizer. And this is not new, in fact. Only that maybe now, as part of this project, we'll get for make sure, say, they use them efficiently. So now the technical, the technical advice back again is the technical support when they try for even get them farmers here. So for let me say, get an impact. Maybe not reach there yet, but it's moving. We don't see signs, and feed salon go beyond rice. In fact, you understand, we don't see what they even happen back again with regard to eggs, with regards to onions. You understand? You see because of the kind setup with it right now, the poultry. They see more poultry. There's a reduction in the import of eggs. So salon gets so many things that will take for food.
2 years down the line, and so much money, about $830-something million. I mean, involved in this project. Don't you think at some point, if we don't begin 50% of salon people then, because the president in dream now for make salon people then go to bed with 3 square meal a day or meals a day, to put it that way, and this is, well, I don't want to put it far from reach.
You see, sometimes we need to give credit to say due. Yes, it's possible that things for them much more faster. But then what you would try for say now, there are policies that have been put in place, you understand, there are structures that have been put in place where they make sure say we realize them before we struggle to realize it. Not only the past 2 years, way back we supposed for don't even move from Osa Odeso. But we got stuck. But now for God's sake we are moving. So now that make where the president go parliament, he make and clear, say, we need for come together. He say, I want every Sierra Leonean to know this parliament matters. Your work matters. Your decisions touch every household, every farmer, trader, teacher, and student. are striving for a better life. Because of this, our people rightly expect us to act with integrity, purpose, and compassion at all times. So the president don't realize then against here, he don't can't talk. So he call on way back again at parliament. He call on the people now. We need for come together. We need for unite under a common purpose. For Lord push this agenda before. Yes, there's a difference between the ideal and the actual. But when we come together, we'll be able to make that particular difference there. So the thing is, the bottom line here, there is progress. Now let's come together to redouble with effort, you understand, for make the progress increase. That's what we are looking at here.
All right, and let's move over. I mean, this, when you talk about rice, Honorable Ben, you talk about onions. I mean, it's no secret. The one where they go market and they tell you, say, price of those things, then reduce. I mean, then go down. I mean, these are things where people tell you that we they see not the market. I mean, look at economical growth, inflation from 54% to that of 9%, according to the president, within they say. I mean, although other stats them don't say from 53% to that of 7.1%, but according to the president, he said from 54% to that of 2023 to that of now, sometimes in June, 9%. Massive reduction. Are you scared that SLPP party is making a progress?
You see, I keep saying, they say progress by sociality. I like way my leader, Honorable Marie, they talk about the eggs. Actually, we need for comment the private sector for involved into, you know, poultry management. And the problem we get in this country, you don't say government go don't put scores, but when you go na the ground, you know they see the reality. The price of eggs still remain the same, you know, still candle. So this means say even government interventions for support them poultry farm there so, you know, little or no even support for them poultry farmers there so, because when you subsidize they support them, they can reduce the cost of it. Coming to the area of this feed salon still where they say, you know, who say we get irrigation now this country, where you go able to say now one season we get for produce, and so we not see not yet. We don't should see. Then inland valley swamps there, and now this number of bags of rice or tons of rice, you know data no day. We go show you see. Go na the website now. Search na the Ministry of Agriculture. You not get no published data. We will tell you say na these tons of rice na in salon don't produce. Yeah. And then for
so if you want for ask, who say WFP they pull the 30%, so you talk say no data no day.
No, what are they saying? That not to that percentage for WFP. WFP intervention on schools. Right? Now for support schools.
But of course they're all part of the field salon project.
Of course, I agree with you. But the reality now are that we see, remember one time we then parade tractors them. Parade now this then they move with them because it's tractors they don't come. It's about us being efficient in anything we want to do for low get results. Presidents now supply then they supply and then later he read them. You understand? But to be honest with you, there are so many wastages. The millions of dollars we don't come in agriculture. Go first now about district. You don't get no site where you go able to see say na the exhibition sites where na this kind product. Of course, me I not like for talk about Tomabom. Tomabom is like an advertisement where they play every day. You understand? Until we see, say meat they don't go na markets. One who count 10 stores now one lane. You hardly see country rest na the inside and it. So what do you mean want for say now on the feed salon for president? For the next state opening, we want to see a data we go able to produce for we, and now get the accessibility. See, now this food now it don't come na the market, rather than all the time for satisfied donors. Then say by data say now this and this we don't able to do. So for now, the feed salon I agree with them by virtue of the slogan. Then just scout them. But since we President Bio take governance in 2018. Agriculture was an agenda and is still an agenda, so we still urge them more for us to see the reality on the ground rather than data. So that's so far one for discussion.
And of course, finally, to wrap it up, according to the president, they export cereal, they export vegetable oil, and that's of course another plus for the country as well.
Of course, for industrialization, especially for certain industries, you know, we get the open market now for like competition policy day for like people don't continue for produce more. And so the production they already get in oil, and I agree with them. Say yes, we get a vegetable oil where companies them they I beg your pardon, they take out of this country. I agree with them to a certain extent, and then they commendable for us.
Is your party
we need more export?
Is your party threatened by some of the success with President Julius Maada Bio?
Not at all. It's why should you be threatened with successes? You know, I tell you, we got what we for do for able forget national alignment, yeah, a national developmental alignment. For every government with the exit, we no need for reverse again. See, because this government don't come, and now they try again for make we pull come out. What in this other government start and for continue with a new one. So if this government for succeed, we for able for which for they succeed. That no mean say they go able for justify say now this way we go make the voters and get for decide at the end of the day. But we want for take over a governance we are in, we know they can start from fresh. Yeah. Now for just continue from whose side they don't stop. So one for see where we no go meet boku tractors and where government don't spend millions of dollars, we do not say don't give boku money, then we see say we come and start back from crash.
So food items, all these are part of indicators for we could get a drop on inflation, and I say from 54% to that of 9%. Is this realistic?
The interpretation of the inflation, you have to look at the value of currency. You don't see you go Guinea. The boil. We owe money na ya $100 per salon money. Yeah, $100. When you go na Conakry, $100 na around 915 Guinea franc. And so we owe money na ya so it's still there to 2,300.
But you agree, you say the exchange rate shouldn't be stable for the past 1 to 2 years?
Yes, no, not 1 to 2 years. The stability not reach 2 years, but what are they try for see? The stability of the exchange rate, like 2, 3, not just a smaller a percentage we don't drop, but we still me and I know say we still depreciate. So sometimes when we give them percentage there of inflation 7%, 9% and all. Let's see the value of our money. Let's see the value of our money. Guinea, first time in the history of Salon, now only under President Bio era, we couple rondon to the extent Guinea no more. The money done 2 times we owe money. So that's in any way we need for work on as a country. So that when Salomon working money, he go able to see in value. You can imagine they pay a teacher 1,900 and so use that money there. We don't buy a bag of rice. You're not able for sustain yourself. So when we talk about the inflation rate, we have also get a positive corresponding effect on the value of the loans.
Honorable Suleiman, I mean, let's talk about the inflation. I mean, from 54 to that of 9%, and you mentioned the salary of teachers and the minimum wage in this country, it's about 800,000 loans, or 800 loans to put it. And this seems to be a concern. I mean, people don't say this, how people live in this country. We're in a bag of rice now close to 600,000 to 700,000, and the minimum wage is about 800 loans, new loans, and this seems to be a concern in as much as inflation did drop.
Well, you see, building a strong and resilient economy, you come up from different angles. You understand? So, for that man in salary means something to him. Things then get for they at a price where you go able to afford them. Yes, these are all areas where there are still challenges. The president acknowledged that. But again, what you are looking at here is that we are making progress and we can do more. And government, they try to create that enabling environment. If all the areas they would talk about so, or most of the areas they would talk about so, boom. Believe me, you understand, all them things then they go improve. You talk about this minimum wage and other areas for let the average man able to afford them. So, what at the scene now is that we acknowledge progress, but doesn't want to give credit Usai or Uda the lead or Uda they create the enabling environment for that particular progress there. You talk like you even talk about the stability of the currency. You talk about the price. These are all things that will be able to help improve people, people in standard of living and also watch the cost of living. So it's not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix, but we don't see signs that we're getting there. Now, let me tell you something. You see, with the situation right now is about facts and opinion. There is this favorite quote I get from this former American senator who say, "You are entitled to your opinion, but not to your own facts." Okay, yes. My brothers on the other side then get their own opinion, which then think say why didn't they happen. But we own ourselves, they talk to the people them out there, then they tell on what's in the fact. So it's about facts and opinion. So the question here is progress taking place? The answer is a big yes. Is there room for improvement? Yes. Can it be done by just the government alone? No. We are all the government.
People want to believe that because of an election in the corner, now that to make things seem so be fine in your own words.
Let me tell you one thing. Maybe we will not pay attention into salon politics. Most times, the second terms of government can be much more lesser. This time around, it's different.
Well, I will tell you, President Kaba in this, the second term be much better than the first term as well.
Well, then again, it's another SLPP thing. So again, this is what we have in common.
Is it a strategy?
Well, it left to the people and then decide. But that just tells you that we always come, that very first time, we try to look at all the problems them and know who side and we're ready for really fix them. So that's why they always ask for let the people impatient, let them join, we'll all work together as a team. So it's, in fact, maybe you will talk about a strategy, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality of waiting then at the ground. So you just can't fix them all overnight. Things then they don't broken in so many areas. So this not a particular way they see when last year you see then to line for bread or flour. It's been quite a long time. You see again all the things that we look at say political commodities, you understand, rice. In fact, even under this feed salon, one particular area they will maybe we'll not even talk about, you understand, the fishing sector. We also don't put policies and soon, you understand, will they begin to continue for the export to fish the artisan. So these are all indicators of economic
yesterday
growth.
When you talk about the fishing, yesterday I was at a place and there was this concern raised by people who will make survey, and of course the reports could be out very soon. Probably this may sound as a breaking news to you. There is so much illegal fishing in this country.
Yes, in fact, now that's making the presidency we for come together because now that they talk about the vessel monitoring system, there are so many things that, and if the president even mentioned in his speech about our fight, paragraph 31, our fight against illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing has intensified. The Monitoring and Compliance Division has operationalized the Port State Measures Agreement, ensuring rigorous inspections of all industrial vessels at our ports in line with international governance. The government acknowledged that it's a problem. And would it take robust measures? Government need for always get the right policies, create that enabling environment, you understand, for let them policies then they be fully implemented. So they acknowledge that. So it's not an oversight on the side of government. President make and clear in his speech. We acknowledge that's a challenge, and believe me, if we come together, we overcome that challenge, we'll be able to do something. In fact, let me tell you, my brother Alian talk about next time we want the data from the president. The president don't left until the speech. As members of parliament, we get oversight responsibility. We'll go use this now as one of our toolkits. Then where would they go? Do oversight for go and try and verify some of those things they also feel to really get out. Now that's then talk about the collaboration between the legislative arm and the executive arm. They always they come when the president tell with Andy, who now, not only for law just debates in a parliament, we have committees where they supervise all these various sectors that will put together this report. We can go there, and in fact, one of the ways that we can even help the president for meet up next year, when we go, we'll look at the state of things in that particular institution, the ministries, departments, and agencies here we'll put in this report. We can even highlight other areas of improvement we'll be able to work on for meet up next year. That's what we talk collective governance.
Finally, I mean, in terms of education, I mean, how would you rate the speech? 20,000 teachers don't be recruited from last year to this year. I mean, we see the results in as much as, well, I don't want to, well, you talk for yourself, but we see the results. 20,000 teachers don't recruit, I mean, and it seems like a plus on the whole Ben.
You see, I want to appreciate the government for always come out with policies where they appear for be very good to the public. And you see notices upon notices about teacher recruitment, quota being given to schools. But now one of the sector that they really struggle now seriously.
The education.
The education sector. That handle the teacher STEM. I therefore can look at this education aspect, nothing way one for really look at one after the other. The teacher STEM, they tell you say by September, if the ministry not able for reverse for modify them policy system, we go lost beaucoup teachers in the classroom. Now they introduce one thing we call of course it didn't the law, it didn't the act, that teacher's license. This teacher's license where then come with they introduce now for implement what in the act for ensure say each and every teacher go take exams. You can imagine even the information for let the teacher study, they tell you for download and at the portal. And two, you get remote areas then where a teacher not have 1 day old an Android phone, neither a button phone because he not get network. And so when they pass on the information here, so for make teachers and go take the exams. You know, so they take the exams, na tab. We as even as MPs, we then give it tabs, not to everybody who cope with the tab. Sorry for say that, not to a disrespect to MPs. So you go conduct an exam for teachers with a time where you don't set, with a tab, purely technology, and not to everybody get access to that tab day before you know and they use Android. And when you set the time, by the time you remember the period done, and when they grade you will not get knowledge on the tab or computer, it is failed exams. Then what did they happen again? The subjects then, information and communication technology. Now one of the key subjects then are the teacher's license exams. So how many people have done it before? So when they invite them, they know they even get the opportunity for able to get something like what we call orientation, proper orientation, and for able to access then tabs they are trained them and then go. So let me tell you now what happened. Many teachers who have served so many years but couldn't drop. Some don't attempt exam 1, 2, 3. It's a very good idea for counts for me to able to license a teacher. But again, the structures where you go able for set for ensure say person not left out. If I dey fail exam, man no say this exam where I fail. Yeah. Now exam where I fail as a result of me incompetency. But man not fail exam as a result of failures on the structures where ensure say.
So as a teacher, and it gets plenty role for play in terms of shaping our future leaders, and it's maybe disgraceful for make you say teacher no go sabi operate what is known as tablets and all.
I don't teach. I don't teach for good 8 years.
But we're in the modern days.
No, they come. Modern days, when you introduce in change management, you get a change in human resource. And when you do a change in human resource, you cannot just introduce a system, even with our workforce now. You know, we can't say you don't bring new technology today, and the next thing now for can't put you before that technology. It requires training. That's a lay down policy, right? And so when you introduce something in change, you get for ensure say hand on desk for teach the person for understand them. Okay, let's say at Upper Banta, for instance, in my district, or you say EB, we only get a good network na the headquarter. Where go na the areas and they some side in a phone they still a hang. So tell me how go able deal with technology with just a technophone. I appreciate the idea, but what I'm trying to say, if we not take time, we follow strictly on the system where they don't set. Of course, this are doing in the time of the chief minister, Chief Minister Senge. Of course, he is very good for data, make them very nice. But when you go now, they feel the reality not there. So what are they trying for Sinaya? Those teachers who have failed the exams as a result of certain issues then we surround either to in yourself or to the opportunities we not get, they need for revisit them.
So holistically, let's talk about performance. I mean, pupils exam in exam from the free quality education. How do you assess them?
Well, I did tell you, we still get this poor performance from school STEM. Normally, when results they come out for WAS and Beke, when the minister they give the scores, holistic scores. But you get for also appreciate government that would they progress little bit. And why should I appreciate government? We get for also know say the government need for focus. We all need for focus more on the public sector schools. Then, when they can do the assessment there, so they reflect on public schools. They reflect on private schools. Now, key performance indicators and the way you set. Okay. How many qualified teachers say we get at their schools there? So, how many teachers say we don't approve? And how you don't set the system for ensure say these teachers are in the schools? Because most times when they post them teachers, I agree with you, honorable member, where they say we get an oversight responsibility, where we need for ensure say waiting governments don't say for it work. But having a whole district with just one coordinator, they get motorbike, it take before they get and feel for go. First thing we get zonal supervisors for schools. Then they ensure say when they go check you register, then go check you lesson notes. For say you able for meet you keep performance indicators, then we for able for succeed as a teacher. Then the overall performance can. But as it is now, the result, the performance of students them, it continuously they drop. We still get this caste system. We will still struggle for every academic year where public exam for take place. We still say Boku picking and the way then they drop, and then they still tell you, that teacher not sabi the system and they not able to put caste system. So then disagreements here continuously they come again. People and the way they try for beat the system in the education sector for ensure say would not qualify. Try for going at the system, but if you check overall, those way they try for beat the system, where the cast not they take, then lesser than even those way they try for ensure say they qualify. I mean, I beg your pardon, we qualify for take the exams.
Honorable Suleiman, let's talk about the free quality education. I mean, of recent, that's for refresh and the memories, the recent MPSC results. And of course, it's a plus for female pupils there, according to the president. I mean, it's the first four of them, na Gali picking them. But another concern, 5,771 pupils then be absent from that particular exam. And according to the minister, whether it's a systemic, because this number we add to that of last year. And if you're having a free quality education and people believe that the system should be friendly for people.
You see, in all of these things that they do, put love for country first, and also even personal responsibility. Forget that you're being paid as a teacher, but also think that you're a parent.
But the government is going for monitoring, for make sure such not happen.
They come. They come. We talk about free quality education. Make no mistake about it. Instead of acknowledge my younger brother, acknowledge and say progress that take place. Now, for let we make sure say as a government, we'll try for really continue for push on that progress, clear, for improve this learning outcomes, because I know say quality is key, especially how teacher then performance. Now you talk about training, and you talk about the 20,000 being trained. Now, then they don't train you, but also personal development come forward. You talk about many people use Android, but let's be honest. Today, you give this that young girl picking tot mango In fact, they put in say for all the tray. All in telephone na na WhatsApp. The PQ taught mango na WhatsApp, you understand? They're using technology. Interestingly, you understand, it is internet access, the all. So I don't talk about personal responsibility. There are certain things, if you don't do in the teaching field, then don't give you the training. But the training are just maybe one off or 2-3 times. How you take this training for that? Some of them problems here, they get. We talk about systemic problems. It's also come back again to personal responsibility.
But we want to blame the government because the ministry, because the ministry, in as much as 22% of the budget don't be allocated to education. I mean, the ministry says, well, I don't want to use the word serious, but should put more effort in terms of monitoring. And those situations, people want to blame the ministry, especially when it comes to the other day. I mean, talk to somebody from education. When you talk about this continuous assessment, I mean, it's a whole lot of challenge. I mean, thousands of students there now, or pupils, not even Saturday will ask exam.
Okay, now let me tell you, I don't be part of a committee in a parliament. We go for try for find out these problems. And they try for even tell you how. We even go say for even check sometimes the registers. You'll find out say when did they count now some of them session here, 90 teachers in the count. In fact, the register they even knew. When you count new register, you don't supposed to mark that register for the whole of the time. That register they not the new. If for even dot is small because you don't. So they even some not even know the amount of students that were even there in class. So but how government they solve that? You talk about we have also deployed 200 quality assurance officers nationwide to monitor and support teaching quality. Let we go find out that. We don't know say a problem. Government self don't acknowledge that. So you talk about the quality assurance officers laying premium on quality. You will find out say student enrollment, retention, and completion rates. You understand they don't high, but we need for improve on the quality. What in government supposed to do? Put the policies, create the enabling environment. Are they doing that? Yes. We'll talk about some of that. It's not enough. 200 quality assurance officers not enough. But then we can also go now even who say like president don't put an answer. We don't identify say not a problem. We can now work with these 200 and even see if these 200 effective.
So what I'm saying, this not to something like a new problem. We not something happened yesterday. I mean, this is not a problem that we don't they happen. I mean, we want to put it from the APC days
and
to
then
now.
Get for continue for happen.
So how will you stop that? APC never put 21% into education, but your government did.
Yes, but then you're also seeing the result. It's not going to be a turnaround overnight. You're also seeing the results, you know, for that amount of money we then put there. It's not going to happen overnight. First, we don't see improvement in access, you understand, to the educational facilities, classroom being built. So there are different areas they are tackling. So if at all now we don't come to enrollment don't improve, retention they improve, you understand, completion they improve, quality is an ongoing process. So they are training from 2018 to now, you understand, 20,000 have been trained. Quality assurance. So we did and do everything right. Yes, do we need to redouble our efforts? Of course, yes. So it's ongoing quality assurance, now an ongoing process. So okay, for the continue for doing. Just imagine education don't improve from then to now. I go even in those days, me in a village school I attend. I attend on the district education committee school now, Moa Barracks, Nadaru, services primary school na Teko Barracks. Who know the school inspectors, they go, you understand? They were not even paid to up to whosoever is being paid today for that job, but they were doing it with passion. I talk about personal responsibility and love for.
You remember when last Leon get probably 400 in the MPSC? It's been a while.
Of course, yes.
So what's the improvement? How we are making it?
So you see, there could be so many factors. Again, now that's make we try for improve, and I'm more so the reason we make we talk about quality. We depend. It's not only going to be free. We are going to improve quality. So when it fall because of so many problems within that particular sector, we are fixing the problems, and we know when we improve this support to teachers and also this quality assurance aspect, it will come back again to the lost glory. You understand? It will come back again for improve and for make the difference. But then, trust me, it's clear that we're seeing progress. That money where they go into education, not for nothing. And I believe, say, as we continue for checkmate what in government they do, believe me, we will see more progress.
Finally, let's wrap it up. 1,500, classrooms, according to the president, yes. Honorable Ben. And
you see, I want to look at the speech of the president. Yeah.
We're not going to look at all, so perhaps we check bit by bit.
This one for the education still. Yeah. And we therefore be mindful how we communicate the findings and from the studies them. And law also.
So these are from which the president says.
Yes,
you can't see the president talk through.
Paragraph 38. Yeah. We not for just use smaller percentage to represent the whole country. So the danger for do so it go blind we to the full story. Paragraph 38 says, our president stated that our students are now matching their parents in Africa best performing education system, according to independent assessment. So indeed, that one they na true. But however, then students here so just to represent a small number of schools. Now, which one are then looking at the total number of schools? 325 schools. Now able for capture voting president this is so. And then schools they also then get extra services or support from the agencies then like Save the Children, Educate, Rising Academy, and National Youth Awareness Forum. So if we use a data like this, for give a holistic assessment.
So if the government's not provide enabling environments, I mean those institutions are not able for sure in the country.
Of course, it's a good start, but when they didn't kind of report here, appear like say now the entire school system you don't able for access. Now that they try for justifying that. Say president in speech now only 325 schools. The other one now the area of the classrooms, of course, we all know say now just say a data no more than Kiki. We still get Boku schools the way they struggle. And coming to the teachers then now, this employment of school, up to date 2 terms of school fee subsidy not be paid yet. A school they lock to 2 terms, both secondary and primary subsidies they don't pay subsidies yet. And we still get a delay in teacher salaries. We will get now their schools there so and so if they say you don't employ thousands of teachers, then you don't get the retention strategy. They don't increase turnover. You don't recruit teachers them. Then your system where they come out now a system where they can pull them back in the classroom. Now make they say, I will come back here and testify to you that by September to October, there will be schools with no teachers. Because one, they don't set a system where just for discourage teachers. And 2, you say salary safe, the whole salary for number of teachers them we not verify. The ideas then can be very good. How can you hire 200 quality assurance teachers for a whole country where you want to see education succeed? In the era of Dr. Ernest Baikroma, let me tell you, for each zone, at least the minimum of 2 chiefdoms, they get a school supervisors. A minimum of any 2 chiefdoms, they get school supervisors. And they only get them. But in the chaussee, then they give them, they walk into, they have motorbikes to move. But you ask some of them, they will tell you, even feel, they get them. So for now, we're able to see the results for education. Now we see their supervisors, how they go. So we're able to get the result of the millions of dollars when they say they don't spend in education. Rather than come, you get speech, you find, they don't give you say, the data, so. And na various ministry departments, they get all the information, he can't get the speech.
Okay.
But let President Bio and Team 1, they made any do on the spot visits. Now schools and for no say teachers are not in our schools and now where they teach. Because some man don't go through this PIN code system, some man don't pass the exams, he don't apply, they not still pay it.
So finally, how would you rate the president so far in terms of free field salon project and that of education? Because at the end of the day we will talk about
the free quality education. I can tell you say now a very unsuccessful agenda that one day. You don't instead of you don't encourage people to more for Canada the school. Now true, we get many million people long come, but the teacher they're still unsatisfied. They not get salary on time. They're not still approved. But teachers they eat and subsidies are not paid on time. How can you expect a quality education for one without subsidies?
So how will you rate the free quality
1
education?
to 10?
Yeah.
1 to 10? I go to give President Biona a very nice man. Man all look now he get speech a simple attire and all. I dey give him 50.
All right, Honorable Suleiman. I mean, there was I talked to somebody from TC, I don't name the person name. Even HTC not even gets close to 5 million units.
What was it before?
That was some 2-3 months back. I can't remember.
No,
that was
what was it before? You understand? Maybe before the SLPP. You know, you look at Usai Obinde and Usai Obinde now. You understand? We always try to tell people and say.
Don't forget, in the rest now be one eat you.
At the come, if you see, I hardly go back. If we go back again, you understand? I will start.
No, but just go back.
No. And if I go back,
no, just go back.
Wait, 2007. You understand? Usai the mistress. Usai they meet all the thing and so things begin go up, you understand? So that's why I don't play the go back politics. But so again, anyhow, things are improving. I still want to say this. For me, the progress is the key word here. Like I said, I know they play the go back politics, but now in Kero go back to the days of President, His Excellency President Ernest Bai Koroma. What you go remember? The late Minister of Education for say throughout the tenure, HAs they look out for ghost teachers. So if every
which of course is still a concern in this government.
They come.
No, it's still a concern. You know for move away from that. It's still a concern.
They come. So you understand if we been get 2 chiefs, they must get 1 supervisor. I just wonder what they were doing when they whether they say have been ghost, then they look for them comping ghost. But make we left that because it existed as a problem. You understand? We acknowledge it. Now make would it take because you talk about 200. Yes, you must start somewhere. You can't just start with 1,000. You foresee the effectiveness of the 200 and see whether you need to expand that particular number. So again, these are problems where every now and then the solution they become complex because of so many factors. 200 quality assurance monitors, reasonable enough right now where government able to provide for way for make them even try to do the job. So if you look at the free quality education, you give them 50.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
And what you go get the free quality?
No, at the camp. So
we run out of time quickly.
We don't improve access to the schools. We don't improve completion rate. Then they pay tuition, NPSC and all the Becker fees, you understand? Those public exam fees. You understand? School, the feeding, don't improve now the schools then. They don't build classrooms. You still give them 5? Again, it's an issue of opinion and fact. But then, I still feel say there is room for improvement because based on to what you want to take them, you understand? I give her a 7.5.
Thank you very much, Honorable. We'll try for introduce. I know she wants to say something.
No, maybe less than seconds. If you then say they give you 10 years for the course, 10 years, they don't do almost 7 years. You still perform for 70%. The last 3 years it's difficult for less succeed. So pay the school fee subsidies for teachers and review the structures for the teachers' exams here. Otherwise, September we'll see schools stay without.
Thank you so very much.
The most important thing, every 1 year, you understand, there's a percentage. You see 7 years, I say 7.5, so we're talking about 75%. Then you still get 3 more years.
No, we Thank
you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And we're going to this. We call them very soon on 079-994-993. We'll go for a short break and we'll be calm as I say earlier on. We'll pick on our calls them on 079-994-993. Stay tuned.
Businessman and businesswoman, he don't come for you.
Give me change. I die in a hurry.
I'll not get change. Where you can next time, I give you change.
You get problem with me because always where they can so you go get issue with me. It's either me money go short or you go take forever for make you count me money. And today you say you not get change, but I see other people and they come and always they left without any delay.
No, I know that's no problem with you. That one and they pay me in a Kotoku wallet.
Kotoku, now the easy way for customer for pay merchant direct from the Orange Money wallet, fast, secure, and no need for physical cash. Whether you are for shopping, for buy food, or for pay for service there, just pay direct to the merchant in Kotoku wallet and avoid all the stress. It's simple. Open the Orange Money wallet on the Maxit app, scan the merchant QR code, enter the amount and send, or dial #144 *42# and follow the step there.
Kotoku with Orange Money, easy payment, happy merchant, happy customer, and no cash wahala. Terms and conditions apply.
Businessman and woman, don't join the Kotoku. Orange Money Kotoku.
Switcher, no more long line.
Now the switch don't come so. Anytime you day, you can now use the salon payment switch for send and receive money. It easy, it fast, and it's so reliable. Move your money anytime where you want, from one bank to the other, from your mobile money to your bank account, from your bank account to mobile account. I say the check no need for mature again. In order to take 3 days again for reflect. All just the app in one time. As you tap, it go just like that. Yeah, just like that. So pay somebody how you want. Pay salary easy one. Receive your lunch now. All on the salon payment switch. For ever use the switch, go na bank or your mobile money agent for link your account to your NIN.
One nation, one switch, make we grow. Salon payment switch, not the future show. That pango, make it flow. Switch jam, salon way.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Gather and Choice FM, that is in part of it, and also via Facebook Live page. We'll start by picking our calls now on 079-994-992. We'll go first caller online on the ready. Hello, good morning. Your name and say the call from, please. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, my name's Shahid. I'm calling from Central.
Shahid, go ahead from Central.
Yeah, now the irony the supplementary budget and the president's speech on agriculture. When I listen to the supplementary budget, I observe say they cut from the main flagship program, Fitsalo. The areas they want to increase money per the office of the president, the vice president, and the chief minister. So you will begin to wonder, what if the flagship program, where at least at this sometimes we be expected to add more money, they reduce there. Then, honorable Mary, you check them where you come out, Mambulo. Now, one of the children, down the 90% of the rest what they produce, now Guinea and the seller. You will ask the question, why that they happen? Then you talk about fishing. The EU been banned this country for export of fish to EU countries. At the acts, has that been reversed? They now lead to the ban. We don't begin export of fish to EU countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993. Now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Epic.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Your name and side calling from, please.
The boy from Godric.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, inflation don't come down, and one way we go down because the real income it don't increase. Real income means the income, the salary rate they are input over the price of the market. So what it happen when rest price go down, fuel price go down, therefore transport price go down. You find out the amount of fuel they buy, for example, we go to market. With that same 1,000 or 100 loans, it will pass the one way you buy before. So that's the one indicator say inflation don't come down. Then for the dollar in value depends on the import and export. We know the export as much for let the dollar value come down, but we don't export more in the recent past than what will be there do before. So in this last 7 years, where President Bill take over, we don't export more than what will be export other at Escobar in 10 years, for example. So what did they happen? That make the loan stable. Because anything where Bokuna the market, in value they go down. So if dollar Bokuna we market, in value they go down. Therefore the loan in value they come up small. Never mind dollar go still high past loan, but the loan in value go count or stable. Now that was the experience. Hello?
I get you, go ahead.
Yes. So lastly, things alone not to just about rest. Now about even when you plant, how you they save, how you they make the plant where they plant no poor, not endure losses, too much losses, wasting, how you they store, fishing, how you they fish, how you they reserve the fish, the policy the way they make the fish for under the water, hey, no fish for 3 months. Then thing and all we come together. Plus me and you, by the way, we need for plants. That will backyard garden, that will village, we go plant it. All that one day, now part of the feed salon where they make the food business.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. You exceed 1 minute. And 079-994-993, not the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please go straight to the point and stay within 1 minute. Log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Pamusa.
Hello?
Good morning, Pamusa. Go ahead.
The line look bad, small, but anyway, not a problem. And what you mean the time for talk here in this? And we all at this contract for tell President the Obokubo thank you. So what you in talk? And we tell and thank you. And Mr. Say where they are, tell and thank you. But the only way no more are they appeal to the president. Let things can down more, rice can down, fuel can down, transport can down. At this, would they think about? We see we rather key percentage. I don't know if it's 75%. That percentage, the brother, yeah. I want to go over and back. Believe me. And I think I hear about Resco of Pakaba in time. If you do analysis and from Pakaba to Anet, from Anete to Ditamo reference, you go see the differences. And the number two are the type of talk here, the one the way we say, when I'm picking and get for go sit and when I get for go interview the MPSA picking them. Una the journalists there, I want una they investigate, una they go to their school them, let una know how much money we come brother they pay inside the free education.
Thank you.
Then we back then a road who get picking the way they just sit back.
Thank you so thank you so very much. 079 994 993 is the number to be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please stay within 1 minute. And logo line again, another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Come on, your radio TV set here. They're gonna get you feedback.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, boss.
I call from Kalki, Mr. Fire.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Fire.
You know, the system of the governance will take place as alone, fine at all. Because government sets their own part, then the people that way they sell business, then they undermine government. Even with politicians, whether the member of parliament, they know sick with interest. They look out at the street with God and they work at the factory there. They put me under probation for 6 months. At the end of the day, you drop out and shoot a casual back. So how will go at this world? They always blame government. We will blame government because they make it steps. You see, all them people when they produce, when they talk crazy, they can't go to foreign country there. They will shop on there. So you see, we will talk them out to the president, even the teacher themselves. Look at when interview the candidates now. Then they can't put money where they're not able for pay, then they expect. Results of go take and they tell you, if you pay 50,000 euros or 50 million, go take the picking results. You see, all of them are sabotage of the government. But the government should take a measure where they go put all the problems there under control.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. 079-994-993, the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, go straight to the point. And I'll pick another call again. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning. I'm Ibrahim from Regents.
Ibrahim, go ahead, boss.
Yeah. So I've been listening to the member of parliament there concerning the education during Pakaba and APC. Are very different in because if you look at during APC time, even upline, I don't know if you know about that, the MPS, where they sit down, some picking them 5 picking them to 1 question paper. I don't know if that member of parliament reviewed to that. So the day 11 years, they think about ghost teachers. Ghost teachers, nothing was going on. Yeah. So now difference is really great. Only that President BO for able more monitor, like able monitor the teachers and increase their salary, then get them pay on time, then get that determination for teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Very much,
079-994-993, now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. 079-994-993. We'll probably take 3 more calls and try for up the 4 segments of the Epic Morning Show as MP George is all set for the 2nd segment. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from
Bakar, go ahead, brother.
Lego Del, you understand? Despite the honorable way of the opposition, honorable parliament, where the people here, at least then disappoint the APC, then disappoint the entire people in the solution. Let me leave you. The SLPP, you understand, and I can always tell you this. I swear to God, His Excellency the President Leo, and the worst president ever with Salon. Okay, let's come now to this education. Whether I come, they tell you about free quality education. The first year, the first come when they come, all the students, they all fail. You think about the care, think about WAS, think about NPSC, rapid fail, rampant, disappoint people, and because they change system quick. They meet, then they prepare for SS4, and come, then change their one term to SS3. They can fail massively. Take to second term back again, and fail back another year again. You come to Gigi Show then just waiting and call. You know how many picking the way no see to be was? You know how many picking the way then disappoint where they make picking and frustrate with the free quality education when they talk about? Then people are let them tell me how many schools same where they don't bill for we. How many schools same where they don't bill? Let them point inside in the hall. Then they go and point side them for Kaide and then dead side the way people if them call at side and they see. You come again to feed salon. You come to feed salon. This are the worst term this. People in the Tinab they talk about say Pakaba, the mid-years this. What about Strata in term? Almost a mid-year Strata in term. Pakaba mid-Strata in term rest they done 6 billion. Almost a left west. What are the developments we make? Presidents beyond mid-years and 180 or 200. Out of that 180 and 200, we they get light better. We they see road. We they see improvement they take place. But
right.
They just million now. We know they see no improvement they take place. Nothing.
Thank you.
Inside the wire they permit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk they done. When they come to reality.
Thank you so very much. We'll take 2 more calls and try for up the first segment. 079994993. Probably because of time, let's squeeze in one last call and we MPs then will actually respond to the callers them. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning. This is Najupele from Bafos.
Go ahead, brother.
I support this guy where just don't talk 100%. If you check, the beginning of it MPSC, don't forget about what. Design at the first stage. Then Bokute them Boku, one no dandy.
5,771.
They go and talk about 140 years old man, where then they go and shame now internet will not sit to us. Just imagine, 16 years old man sit to us, you not get chance to sit to us. Then you and a 40 years old man now they go give support for let's sit to us. And not say that they make sense. For me, it's not the worst president ever. Even the place now Guinea now they don't take over, so we all learn. They know for do nothing concerning that.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Thank you so very much. We're not going to take any more call again. We don't actually stretch out of the time. And Honorable Ben and Suleiman, start off with Ben. You listen to the callers then.
Yes. We just discussed just about the gaps and we'll get on between Aneskoma or Bakaba and President Bio. Just in 10 years, we President Kuma meet us at 60,000 deals, all loans. Inside that 10 years, the margin of price increase for rice now 120. So the price of rice will go in a slow pace. Now only the era of President Bio, it meet us 180. It come up rapidly, the same as well. 820 margin just in 5-6 years. You see that margin there, yeah? And then, of course, you see...
You may want to blame it at probably you want to blame COVID as well.
COVID, no, it was Ebola. Don't forget about them.
Yeah, but after Ebola, after Ebola, our government said begin grumble at some point.
We'll be able to resuscitate the economy. We get twin shock.
Under austerity?
No.
Ebola na only Sierra Leone and few other one. Then COVID na the whole world. So
Ebola, the way the Ebola be ravaged this country, even within that period, we get twin shock, Ebola, and that of the mudslide and other issues. Then the government will still stabilize the economy and the price of rice will go down.
By austerity. By austerity.
In fact, now that one come when you talk about this supplementary budget, somebody called for supplementary budget. The SLPP, they shame for say what they do so now austerity they do. Now the language because they don't condemn them, but all what the SLPP do so, what show so now the budget for cuts down so and the worst of it all, then they cut down on agriculture, cut down in education, go increase money for office of the chief minister and office of the president. So then a fail aspect of that area. Then when you say then question paper for NPSC, let me tell you, during that time, each and every school get a teacher. Now only when this free quality come, people and big teachers and begin left the village system. They say, okay, now for no community self, not for give somebody something because it's in Africa.
Log on up in 30
and
seconds.
It was not, the government was not prepared for this.
Okay.
And which is why for all the time, we still they get late payment of subsidies, who they urge them for pay. We still they see teachers and now they don't say they know they pay salaries. I remember one woman go to a bank for go take his salary. Then say no, they not they pay for certain reasons. Don't introduce a system that you haven't prepared for.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will continue for say in 7 years, I give 50. In the next 1 year, we then can't see if you then continue school fee subsidies, teacher salaries, and all. It will do up at 30%.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
So now that's ending now. We ready for say.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
The first way where a citizen they contribute towards national development and how it try for shaping expectations there with the reality. Now, with the callers them, first of all, they all talk about Mambulo, you talk about me on Chief Don, that's my paternal side, you understand? It talks, then they produce rest. You understand, but why not the Guinea markets? That natural get for go back again to I talk about earlier on personal responsibility because now then take and care and go to the Guinea market. You understand? Now we also get for try for even begin think Sierra Leone. You see, most I not go get much for saying.
Maybe for good you log foot measures.
No,
sorry, allow it continue.
Indeed, you understand. We they produce the rest. You understand? So something good is happening. Seed multiplication where they around Kobia and of course the water rest of the commodity. So I'm not getting much for say really because the callers, most of them re-echo some of the points they were they say like the second caller and even Pamusa Sef he talk about in appeal for let the president continue for do more of the same. So it's about Ibrahim Narigent talk about the ghost teacher follow improve on the motivation of teachers there. So again in all of this putting it together they acknowledge the progress for take place and also know say there is room for improvement and let we work towards that. Now that governance they about. Come, you give a snapshot of Usai.
So is it 7 years we still for the look at room for improvement and that of completion?
No, it always a country not get for development not a static process.
No, based on a manifesto.
It's ongoing.
I know it's ongoing, but at some point some project and they will not for them complete now for say okay this is under our manifesto.
No, there are so many way don't complete. But talk about education go for always be ongoing.
I will tell you now. Just take a walk go to the different schools there and look how much parents and the P when they go collect reports.
Fine. Now let me also tell you. Let the parents then come out and point out. We all give that collective responsibility. You tell the parents now, say, like, can go point the teacher, we even pay and everything. Would they cover up?
It's no secret around this. It's no secret.
And they also tell you, say, you understand, would they cover up? Because most of the people here, they wouldn't grab a name and shame teachers, and now they say, oh, what they pay there is small. So let we left that kind of thing of excuses. We want things to be done.
Thank you.
You understand? Then we know let the right things. Then you understand happen for let things to be done.
Thank you so very much, me honorable them for being part of the Epic Morning Show. And before I go with B&B Cash App, you can send and receive money anytime, anywhere. Just download the B&B Cash App today on Google Play Store for Android users or App Store for iPhone users. For any inquiries, you can call our customer service on 072 500 000. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for our time for being part of the Epic Morning Show. Thanks to beautiful callers at one and self send their messages. Thank you so much. Viewer on Facebook and that of Slick Television. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. And entertainment and sports lined up for you. Marion George, all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Sorry. My name is Ivan Julius Lee. You have yourself a wonderful and a productive week ahead. Stay tuned.
Love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not sit and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not sit and tongue. I go love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not sit and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not sit and tongue. I go love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not sit and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not sit and tongue. You know me only, you know me only, you know me only, only lover. You know me only, you know me only, you know me only lover. A 5 we make a hold you.
Hey Maria, I say you give small marks soft link back. You know say you get so sugar, eh?
I know.
Epic
but he asked for fending where he like. What's in again I go able game?
You don't try Sierra juice? Now you know mommy they give me picking them. You know get better sugar or you compare them to the other juice. In fact, now natural thing them they use for make them, we flop with thing them where they nourish the body, and that's the help for make picking grow fine.
Talk true. I'm glad for you hear this so, but now the body no more is good for, or is sweet na mouth?
Me sister, is sweet. Say, make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support the local economy. As na Salonia then they get all the things them where they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we come free.
Wow, I know we know all this.
I dey begin give Max Sierra just one time. Usai I go able know more about them.
Now for check the research lab, they don't do all their studies for back 'em up. Sierra Juice na the smart and healthy choice for picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra Juice, the taste of Salone.
This rainy season, enjoy comfort and collabs. Use the PNB Cash app from UOS. You want to send or receive money from your person within Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, the Gambia, Canada, and any other place. With the PNB Cash app, you can transfer money anytime, anytime. But wait so, in update, with a monthly service feature, you can buy to pop, pay like bill, and pop other send them from the comfort of UOS. Download with PNB Cash app now at Google Play or App Store and start your transaction today. PNB Cash app, you all-in-one solution for comforts and collabs. For any inquiry, call in at the number 072 500 000.
Good morning and welcome to a very good start of the week, and of course there are a lot of goodies in store for you in sports, but first it starts with football. As Manchester United done the close on the deal for gets Cameroonian international and Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba, as Manchester United want to prioritize the player, and the player don't inform Brighton and in camp that he want to take a move to Old Trafford. Arsenal new man Victor Gyökeres has been the on target in the Emirates Cup against Athletic Bilbao, and of course he even scored one of the goals, and when Kai Havertz was introduced, he scored one of the goals. Still into football, but this time all the way to South Africa as the South Africa PSL League don't start over the weekend, but Mamelodi Sundowns being settled for a 1-1 draw in the opening game against Maggies, and this is going to be a very tough start for Masandawana. And away from football now to boxing, as Eddie Hans don't confirm say this could be a really good beautiful fight if Jake Paul ready and decide for fights Anthony Joshua, and that will be in 2026. History for Bantal Football Club, a team we just found 2 years to make history and progress for qualify for the CAF Confederation's preliminary qualifiers, and they go play against Hafia from Guinea, a club which starts in a very slow pace, but now they make history for the club for existing 2 years, and they play now in CAF Confederation's preliminary qualifiers. And for Climax Sport Update this morning, of course, we all see the man in front of a big screen with a part of the Under-20 team. We make history in the concluded Under-20 Championship in Egypt, where Keita don't join an Egyptian side for the rest of the upcoming season. For this morning, all is to get Inside Sports Update with me, Mohamed Tubika.
Good morning and welcome to your very first edition of the Entertainment Update here on the Epic Morning Show with me, Big Daddy. Inside with news, starting with congratulations to Davido and Chuma as them finally did their white wedding inside Miami, and of course it was a classic, and of course splashing over $300,000 on a new reach million wristwatch where he presents to his darling wife Chioma Adeleke. Also tattoo the name of Chioma na him body and use the late song when a infamy in picture for his shirt button. This and more updates will be happening inside the wedding. And of course, Pella also launches a biggest streaming studio in Nigeria and invested over 50 million. Well on the day for the launching, invite Gege, Jarvis, and also a mommy. Of course, Pella and mommy said Bidede, and it was a bomb. Moving away from there, now on a live video with Cool J, King Boss LA, when he was asked about the long controversy standing between himself and Dale about relationship, he make him very clear to the public say he and Dale did not ever date, they know the end. He also make a shocking revelation about the Money in the Bank remix song that the verse from King Caldinero we did it was never his idea, and nobody even know how Cow be end up for the part of the Money in the Bank remix. I mean, that don't disappear so much, debate on the media. And away from that one, the Famous also won 3 awards at the Sierra Leone Music Awards 2025 inside the USA. Best Music, Best Artist, and Best Album, One Life. And of course, a huge thank you to Bernadette, the CEO, as Famous be the right now in Facebook page yesterday. So congratulations to Famous for that one day. And in other news, the new Vibration Empire Music just released song way now come on. Of course, don't already clock 5,000 plays on Audiomack. So congratulations to the brothers. Away from that, Sierra Leonean music, we now one of the top musicians from the Forever Grateful music, when I Must Be Jalo, aka Must Be, well, don't officially drop the music video for a latest song, When a More Time, and it's out now on all the media platform. And finally, this morning, here on the Epic Morning, inside the Entertainment News, former rapper, Black Lou rapper, now Michael the Don, because we don't even know whether he will finally come about the way how they see things. Well, we know say he supposed for them to drop a latest song when a bomb shot with King Boselli, and finally that song is out now, and that alone for us, now one of the songs them right now, where the trend really. So I'll bring you a short snippet of that song, but you can get the full one. So the song is out now, Bomb Shots, Michael the Don, King Boss Ellie. Go check it out.
Yeah, some mommy, chase it up to somebody, but you completely go know me, and I don't feel this your body. Fight up for yourself, fight for yourself. Choose the orange money, booty, and no worry.
Tire for one on a rain just for go buy top up. With orange money, you don't need for do am again. If rain they come off, the sun also, or you just want for sit down cozy inside your house, you can buy top up right from your phone. Dial #144 *5#. You don't need for observe the weather, fetch traffic, or turn and long you them again. Orange money they put the power in your hand. Will they allow you for buy top up anytime, any side. Simply use the orange money app or dial #144 *5# for buy top up for yourself.
Dial #144 *51#. Now you dial top up.
OneXBet values your activity and wants to celebrate with you. Stay with us and enjoy 1x free bet, a weekly reward just for you. Sign up at onexbet.sl with promo code 3SL to get a 200% welcome bonus up to 2,800 leones. Bet on the correct score from Tuesday to Monday and get a guaranteed free bet. Millions already winning. Join your friends and experience the thrill of victory with 1x free bets.
So refreshing.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombeba, lamba roba, lamba de la de, tila roba, la domba, tila la. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and say, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that in the foreign press, but a little shanty town.
Steve Jobs once said, you work the feel large part of your life, and the only way for be truly satisfied na for do wetin you believe and get great work and love yourself as well. And they say waiting if you know find any of them here, so it in the life we live, they say for keep looking and you know for settle for anything less. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and Surf on Facebook. Me na your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, First Lady versus International Party Rift, we will look at how political tension, the test SLPP unity, and looking at it, considering with national progress we would make. And also 3 years after August 10, 2022 tragedy, we will look at lessons learned and how for prevent such occurrence in the future. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for join me for review the various stories on the newspapers, I get inside the studio Usman Mara. Good morning, Usman.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Okay, and I also get Melvin Tijan Mansare inside the studio. Good morning, Melvin.
Much for having me. Good morning to you and to Fambo.
Okay, we also expect to get Solomon Sunu in the program later on. But before that, make we look at the various stories where the newspapers report this morning. And for that, my first take will be the Standard Times newspaper. And tops a big banner headline story reads, "Disaster looms, massive destruction of wetlands in Bo." And also look beyond tribal lines and connection, APC flag bearer aspirant reveals. And top story, Education Minister inspires Limco Queen graduates, gradient, and all of the stories and more you go get now the front page of the Standard Times newspaper publication this morning.
And on the Awoko newspaper publication this morning, Kono Youth deliver 650 bags of organic rice to school feeding program. No rooms for past mistakes. ECSL pushes for credible 2028 elections. Also on the front page of the Awoko newspaper publication this morning, President Bio boasts major gains in human capital development, training over 20,000 teachers.
And away from that, I take the exclusive newspaper. Top story reads, President Bio backs PR electoral system. And a big banner headline, 2023 elections, ECOWAS courts to decide. And presidential commendation for SLRSA's reforms and achievement. 46 new SLPP national offices, and inflation falls sharply from 54.5% in October 2023 to 7.10% by June 2025, and this is according to President Dr. Julius Maada Bio. And also finally, to strengthen collaboration Auditor General meets Chief Justice. All of the stories and more you go get now the exclusive newspaper this morning.
Concord Times newspaper, children at risk. Sierra Leone weeks away from nationwide vaccine shortage. To strengthen collaboration, Auditor General meets Chief Justice. Also on the front page of the Concord Times newspaper, maternal and newborn deaths have decreased by 70%. That's according to President Julius Maada Bio. This and many more at the Concord Times newspaper.
Away from that, I take the Independent Observer newspaper, when I'm final take this morning. Top story reads, why Francis Ben Kaifala is succeeding at ACC. And also you get Mr. President, Can We Talk, part 215. At state opening of Parliament, Bio speaks on denial of legitimate elections. And also the fragments of the tripartite, the rise of the final break. And finally, veteran journalists predict SLPP victory in 2028 election. All of the stories and more you go get now the Independent Observer newspaper publication this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will discuss a range of issues this morning. As I make mention, the deal with the way gets for do it First Lady and versus internal party rift, and we look at how political tension they test SLPP unity and affect national progress. And of course, you go recall that last week Thursday at the state opening of Parliament, a lot of things occur, including the president making a speech about the progress way in governments don't make and the things same way in government for achieve before in tenure in office. They say a lot of things, but before ever the president starts for making speech, we see inside the well of Parliament some kind of one or two hiccups where the First Lady, Her Excellency Fatima Bio, be make mention of going into the well of Parliament and having members of Parliament from the opposition and the ruling, singing a particular song. And according to the First Lady, they sing na forum, and a lot of things don't they happen inside and party politics where they say they expect for members of Parliament for take into the well of Parliament at that particular time where in the president, in husband, they go for make a speech as a way of a state opening address. Well, we go listen to what the First Lady say in a viral video where he issued out over the weekend. But make we first listen to what happened at the well of Parliament during the state opening where then announced First Lady and for go at the well of Parliament and take in seats during the occasion.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon.
Excuse me, you come on.
Well, that was the moment in the well of Parliament during the state opening of Parliament where the First Lady try for taking seats. Looks like normally sits near the President, where some members of Parliament begin sing this popular song where then we don't sing from them delegate conference take them to Parliament. But make we listen just a snippet of what the First Lady say regarding this particular thing we happen at Parliament on Thursday, and what do you think about the whole issue?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Say some things them, not because I want to be on social media, But in a place where there is a whole lot of misconception, where people in the sit down and plan for tarnish or destroy one person in character, and where you not feel like say anybody else therefore can speak on your behalf. Now the reason we make I feel say this address where they make to this nation and they do them today. On Thursday, I go to Parliament with my husband, His Excellency the President. When I left my house in one piece, had no issue in my home, and I'll go to Parliament as usual, because this now one of the President in most important days them, na the year. Not to me program. This now President Julius Madabio in program. Now one of the important programs them where it gets now in calendar for due to this nation. So I go there with me whole heart for support my husband and for be there for him, because no one person in this country we don't be Madabio in cheerleader compared to me. No one person in this country we don't work for Madabio compared to me. No one person in this country we don't serve under Madabio compared to what I don't do just for make sure say my husband in legacy it continue, and my husband in presidency they no mix them up with unnecessary dramas them. So when we left this place for go, I went very happy because I know say this is now one of the most important day for my husband. Now, normally when we go na the state opening, we do go na the speaker in office. Where we go na the speaker in office, then can sit down, we do some little chit chats them, and they explain whatever they want to explain to the president before they usher me in. This time it was different. When we go na the speaker in place, I know say yes, my husband is very busy. So some of these small things them, you know they see them until they don't happen done. Way before we they sit down, I don't hear it and don't begin say, una low big low go and say low go and say. So for me, I been just feel say basically na time na and then they run after, and na the reason that one day we make then the rush follow, we go inside the well. They now come to me and say, oh, Madam First Lady, Kalo go go sit down and you sit. So I grab and go because it's normal. Now so we plan to do all the time. I grab, I go. I follow the one the way they can me go. Where we reach na the door for enter. When the person where they announce me presence, they na the front, then they don't realize say na me they come. You will listen from this video and listen keenly, listen to the voices them within the talk. You will not say, we young party people them, we young party MP them, we form a chairman. Now then begin the whole thing, now the well. Now then first begin. Now that in Kokodon Rosso. And then the MP them, some of the MP them begin for sing the same Kokoro song. And when I begin for Waka, the whole well, from the APC to the SLPP, they all begin for sing as if I'm a street woman walking into the well of Parliament. This is not the legislative arm of our country. This is not the place where we forgive respect to everybody we go to that place. The whole world been the watchway. This na Madabio in big D. The day where Madabio for can tell the nation what he don't do and what he plan for do. Now that day they choose for target me, for humiliate me, for sing upon me inside the well of Parliament. Some SLPP MPs and APC MPs. And while I did work for go sit down, I turn around. One of the former MP them, Alusain Kane, he grab the chair me because of the rudeness within the pandu. Now in the chairman, the former chairman, they tell and say, Bosidom, yanda, we want to deal with this one today. We want to deal with this one today. And inside the well, the only person where I see they grab, they scream in my behalf, na be Honorable Rebecca Ye Kamara from Kono District. Na
that are the voice of the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Bio, be they explain, but waiting happen at the Well of Parliament on Thursday last week, where according to not go down well with them, owing to the fact that she is the First Lady of the state, and as well, it deserves the utmost respect from the House of Parliament regarding such issues we happen over the weekend. Make a come to Melvin regarding this issue of the First Lady talking about members of Parliament, some, singing such a song where if they go and sit inside the Well of Parliament for Sidom and listen to the state opening address from His Excellency.
Thank you very much. I must thank our production team for cutting that very, passionate and emotional aspect of the voice of the First Lady. It's quite unprecedented and rare. However, I get my own independent opinion, what I don't note down, but that just take from which we cut, we maybe other people will not know, nine get as first hand opinion on the situation. I know many other people watch them. So for the first thing, the First Lady say the only possible see the chair na Honorable Rebecca Yai. And I want to thank the First Lady for being very scrupulous. Scrupulous in the sense that you're able to watch the video back. I don't watch the video at least 7 times. And my first question and inquiry was, who side the sound come on? And she's absolutely right. The undertone started from the right wing of the chamber.
The right wing from the chamber.
That means that the SLPP side of the chamber. You have the right and the left. So, and from what me watch, I think people like Honorable Tawawe are also cheering her up and engage a right. People like former Honorable Alusain Kane also express public, because this is now Uda show in face. Yes, I'm glad again the First Lady used the word some. And indeed, some not be actually pleased. And I go on for encourage and backline, like what he says, some.
Okay.
Let it be very scrupulous also for discern the fish from the bone. In this case, those who started it from in bench and across the, of course, the opposition are no crime in there. Let me just begin with that. Because
why you say so?
They're not gonna no crime, because if us not sell you tickets, they buy you. Now SLP before going to the NDC and go sing the wife of the leader and the president of Sierra Leone, and the president was dancing to it. I'll come to my own opinion and my notes. Let me just talk within the mammy, talk with people like Yeri. All right. So not to them people and normal supporter. I think there are other people also supporter. We speak to the next issue on my notes where they intersperse. We mean say elect you 8 Fatima Beauty again, people already supporter we elect an SLPP. That is bottom line. And I will predict Fatima Bio, if SLPP not takes them, might be the next severe blighted in SLPP. She's not gonna be an easy force to come against for several reasons, not financial, not property, but because she was connected to power, and she's still connected to power. In manner the president, you like it or not. I'll come to the president himself on the latter note. But again, it's talk about a allegation that Prince Adin asked Kane, Honorable Kane, for sit down, former CIO. I don't watch that side again. I go for reverse some.
You don't see him.
I don't see that side. But the fact remains, yes, we see it up. Yes, we also know say Prince Adin, former chairman of SLPP, now first begin taunt the issue of Kokoros.
Where in the well?
Not in the well, at the NDC.
Okay.
At the NDC. So if the First Lady is accusing him also at the well for go even kill somebody that we want for show solidarity to her, again, it's up for another conversation. I feel so sorry as a husband, as the one girl pick me mama born in Bele, as somebody we get sister there. Of course, I'm a young man. I have other friends. For First Lady within states of the talk say then choose for target a humiliator. I want to say no woman, no matter what you do, no matter how you eat or you liquor, you never subject them to public humiliation. Because now, if you not to other person in man self, now other person in mama, do you know how the kids are gonna feel? Do you know how in Kingsmen and
It make mention that it was somehow okay during the delegate conference, but for make they repeat such
no,
well of
in
parliament.
a politician, you don't tell me saying a politician. I'm not speaking for the first lady. I'm speaking as a Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
I'm speaking about the repercussions of what has happened and how far-reaching it get for be. All right. So no man, I repeat, not for subject. Like that woman, they beef and say that beef is not for go public. None, nothing not justify that. Nothing not justify that. That is from the gender lens. So if the woman they express it, she was humiliated, I wonder what's in man and in fambulem go to feel. And for APC and SLPP racing, it just shows that the current crop of lawmakers can be united in a cause. Now you can talk your enemy. The friend of your enemy is my friend. That's exactly what happened. We all know say APC and SLPP not see one side. But because it comes to a personality, a woman, then choose to be united front.
Okay.
Towards what end, Marion? That's the big question. And I just wrap up other things the way it talk. He says he talk about social media and the need for speak for himself. And I think say waiting for somebody to do so. All women for ready for do that. The best person for make you case, Marion, are yourself. You hire the best PR, you get the best strategists and advisors. If you not can talk for yourself, and I want to say kudos to her for being bold enough. Not all women where they under stress and pressure they can't talk. And I want to say let it keep it up because at the end of the day, she's not silent. You know what's that one of the root causes of sexual and gender-based violence is silence. Many people are afraid. So when they come out, they are going to be stigmatized. But she is coming out, and I want to say that is bold. He say, "Enogano issue na in us." Now they I want for defile the mommy small. I don't want for believe say the mommy and the pa no get problem.
So I think that present moment when they left them hosts for come na parliament. I think that's a bit try for make people understand because there were rumors that perhaps here in the pa don't get issues now. Also, it come with na parliament.
Marion. When man and woman is sleep now our house. Waiting they do and how they can streets it's not easy. Alright? I talk from a married man experience. Despite me face young. Now, if peace then our house, you don't even can tell people and say we don't get problem in our house. Alright? That is called logic. You need for all to do some elements of psychology for let you understand that when person then say this not be. People always study criminal science. They will tell you, say, it happened. Or it gets some correlation to happening. So for let's say, he left 9 hosts with no problem. If he left 9 hosts with no problem, why they no give the accord when they for give parliament where we all know? Where then they go to parliament and for then the speaker's suit? He said there was a difference this time around where implicates the leadership and the speakership of parliament that they are all part of this grand humiliation of the first lady.
Like a plot.
Not like a plot. This is the plot.
Okay.
But there's a missing character in this plot. Why do I call this is a non-fictional. This is a non-fictional. I get the word why we was with the spiritual council. This is a non-fictional drama. It looks dramatic because people have laugh, that they sing, that they taunt. But in non-fictional meaning it's real because the effects are going to bite back. Why una not give the accord where una use for the gear? But that not to be issue because the first lady is a politician. The question beg, who's a man been there by then? Who's a man been there by then? Okay, let's assume that somebody will say, okay, well, you don't use to go to be a man not the day, but at the end of the day, man can meet today. Why the man not been there? Why the man not be there at the presidential? So I've covered parliament for over 15 years. I know how that happens from an school to now. Sometimes now where they don't go. I mean, you see, say these people are special people. They are the first family. So why they're not giving the first family accord in terms of protocol? So it shows that the leadership of parliament, the speaker in particular, Solomon Sengepo Thomas, and other leaders in the SLPP, not pull APC by this thing. You know, if you put APC by this conversation, you are deflecting.
So what if not coincidence, Melvin?
It's not a coincidence. It's not. The woman don't give you the antecedents. Coming events cast their shadow. If Abankara has to say Melvin, you don't chair. They don't go to the chair no more. Look and go. Yeah, you know the thoughts, but you know a load. All right. So of course, I don't talk about the calendar event. It's in a Mother BO event. Of course, we all know see that now the president in calendar event. Again, Marion, now this is one for can all. Me, I dey talk for the woman them, not for Fatima. I dey talk for because waiting happen, so it will make some man be afraid for suffer with man. Waiting happen, so it will make for afraid. It will make some man afraid for even love politician. Because as it seems, if you look at the contribution of Fatima to Mother Bio as the president,
what do you think?
Let me land. Please don't disconnect my thoughts, please.
Okay.
If you look at the contribution of Mother Bio to contribution of Fatima to Mother Bio in victory in 2018. If you look at the contribution of Fatima to SLPP as it now, if you look at the contribution of Fatima to the government, 34 hospital, like initiative, answer like initiative. If you look at the contribution of Fatima nationally, of course, she's a controversial figure. You cannot take it away from her. But let somebody can argue me that
what did the president's forbidden do at that particular time? The way something like of such happened.
Marion, any married man, married woman, then get the answer to that question.
No,
but for the one that we not married it, when you go married woman, forget about politics source. I just give me married. One of the things that first where you swear an allegiance to now for protect your wife for better or for worse. If you married woman, don't say Fatima is the worst woman.
In this case, protecting her.
Fatima is not as worse as Grace Mugabe in Mugabe. Where I end up here in man, they end up for fall apart. ZANU-PF. Fatima is not as worse. Go and check the track record of you already say Fatima pass smart, Fatima this, that. Go check the record of Mugabe in West and how they impart and I impart it.
Okay.
So for me, again, for the fact that you have a sacred oath to your wife for better or for worse. I don't see no politics, no party, no. Yes, national integration should take an oath back. But they say, even in the Bible and Quran, they say anybody will not control the oath enough for the people in prayer. It didn't have the Bible, it didn't have the Quran. It did it.
Okay.
You leadership, maybe when they talk to now, so if we begin to go, then they're angry, that they pass the number forget better thing. I'm not worried to come and stand here. So leadership begins at the house. For me, I don't want to go too much because the president ain't wearing shoes, but if even in the shoes, the burner. Also, you wear that. Also, you keep that shoes in the public.
Okay.
Honestly, and for wrap up, like I don't say anybody we want to talk about Fatima for can challenge say contribute to mother in success. Well, I want to see that person there. And for the speaker's office, I don't already elaborate on that. They rush her out. How can you treat a first lady like that? Even if we're going to party in differences, the announcer, it's like for say the sergeant at arms announced the mommy for let them go ambush her. The trap be not set.
But then you always announce her.
Then they announce them, but anywhere they announce her, they don't go rush and pull her hand and then they can't announce her. It can meet Kokoros undertone, not from the left, but from the right to your own party bench. This was a political ambushing. Marion, you self don't cover parliament. You know how parliament they operate. Voices began. Some of the most, Kokoros song. I want to encourage people. I'm going to balance her. I will get the best music brains in a salon. Then get people that do music genealogy.
So you want make people interpret the song?
Then get people and they where they interpret it. People like Mr. Leslie, people like Kitty Faludin.
No.
They've worked with these people. Balanza is the most established music institution in Sierra Leone. I was fortunate for going like 2 years under my church, so I know what I'm talking. Music get genealogy. Okay. Waiting the music idea, waiting the composer think about originally. So. What they want to do is say, what's in the meaning of Kokoros? When you put coconut for a bone, what's that mean? Ordinary sense. You go tell you say, it's actually not good for purpose.
Okay.
Yes. And lastly, when the mommy talks in and it's like street woman. Me. If it's not me, you call it impulsive, you call it whatever. We will settle the balance now us. But I think President Bio from the National Delegates Conference na been to money. Elect waiting the mommy to do and say na us. You never bring on kind of streets.
Okay.
It get a duty for putting because they get picking and tomorrow.
Okay, Melvin.
So I think for me as a husband, I'm disappointed in the president, and I will say it because tomorrow Bambai, them picking and they get forget their own man there, they get forget their own woman there. There's president that would sex politics. See, if you apply that in relationship with Fatima, now for me we all example that politics. Party politics and relationship for transcend party politics. How much more matching money?
Okay.
Me, where for married? Did the one on one side? Why say don't be bonus with me? I the divorce her.
Yes.
And there are countless cases from America to all over the world where president they divorce the woman.
Okay.
So if you know say the woman not the suit you comfort or somehow Take action, but don't go expose them to humiliation. Some of who they admire me. I don't marry the boy, wish you marry the guy Fatima and kind woman because we get power and money. That's also label they be a US fans. If you get woman like Fatima then kind, any man will sober one better.
Okay, Melvin.
And Fatima and kind woman if you look for.
Yeah, Usman. I don't know if you get a contrary review to what maybe so Melvin say regarding the president standing by Fatima Bio at that particular time the way he faced such humiliation at Parliament.
So first off, me heart goes out to the First Lady for the fact that one of the most powerful members of the SLPP right now. I mean, Melvin just clearly mentioned, say, he played a huge part in the election of President Julius Maada, a political journey. So I think as president, if nothing not be the go wrong between you and UF, Fatima Maada Bio, you get the opportunity for make a very long speech. President Bio should have addressed the issue of Fatima Bio insult. I mean, this just shows how divided the political party SLPP be. I mean, at a time like this, where the party they fed to internal disputes them, they come together with the APC for insults. Firstly, the Fatima Maada Bio. I think these are just a bad precedent where politicians them don't set.
So, looking at the people who stand with Fatima Bio in this time, one of the key people now Sylvia Blyden, plus Fatima herself and nobody else. You making mention of the president coming out with a speech saying waiting happen and addressing the issue. You think that was appropriate, or perhaps the president gets a contrary view to waiting exactly happen at the well of Parliament?
Well, I think many will say Beto President being silent because President Julius Maada was there. I mean, it began at the realms of Parliament where these insults from these politicians them come onto the First Lady. Perhaps many will say it gets a dispute between husband and wife. Maybe that's the issue. But if you look through the political lens, people just will say, now a politician. First Lady last week say, a politician, I get over 300 unshakable delegates votes within the SLPP. So these people will say very common in the international world for the politicians and begin for insults themselves in Parliament. So.
Okay, Melvin, I don't know. I want to shift away from that topic since we not get enough time. But party politics from the delegate conference, we see a lot of things. We will be the part of the conference that moment. People they talk about waiting they know and waiting they feel sit on the go wrong at the party. And one of the key issue where they make mention of now. The First Lady agreeing with some set of people where they go for some positions and where some other delegates not agree with, and with the kind of way the First Lady powerful and the First Lady be the thing say most of the people them way not being be the support during the conference for various position them for win them position them, but it not turn out for be so in all of the cases.
First Lady Fatima still hold a strategic grip on the SLPP, not because of President Biona and man. We see one of him proxy and close ally, though in the opposition, Dr. Sylvia Blyden, a woman that I respected so much. Past book people in the party, honestly, because she's very high-headed, not even level-headed. It come out very clearly for you say, First Lady in candidate, now be the Secretary General, Public Relations Officer, and unfortunately, the chairman we lost. So, if you're not reasonable politician enough for the fact that somebody don't tell you say this is a general and get her, you know, if it's that person they get influenced at the party. You know, when politicians then they feel sometimes are driven by power, and SLP people be mindful that the days of Prince Adin, it done. Okay. All right, he left in legacy, and one of his legacy where he left now the SLPP, now factions. Now factions. So we will examine Prince Adin in legacy some other day.
The factions in what case?
He left Egbema B, Radical Inclusion Movement, and Street Line.
Okay.
Although now being called SLPP as the leader, then they bounce them back from opposition. But in legacy, na division.
Okay.
So if me the SLPP, anything Prince Adin do now win on the partner power, if look out it's too high.
Okay.
Because it seems for be to be reflective of some kind of grapevine political mindset. Now, Mariam, before we leave this issue, there is something important. Impact on the national development. You can say this will make women in the afraid for pull chest and politics business. Now na Fatima. What if tomorrow the president can woman back and say, let me say be a strong woman. We're not to crime. President they work across the world. So it will make woman afraid.
Okay.
Because they will talk and say, this not. Then this again it distract the SLPP party and the party in our government. So this is like a distraction and it expose discord within the government. We go make in fact the government not for deliver effectively on waiting na the agenda. But also this is stress the need for political party effectiveness. It clearly shows that the SLPP is at the crossroads.
Okay.
And the effectiveness is going to be doubtful as the days go by. It also casts a doubt on the president in ambiguous situation. I use the word president. Now, me notes are the read so far, not supposed to write on for me. And I say, this casts a doubt on the president in an ambiguous situation. And what is the ambiguity of the president? Whether he's prizing politics and party business above family or not, or whether he is using politics.
But what's the president go gain if you do that at this time where you no longer need votes from?
What if it was a marriage of convenience? What if somebody married woman for reason? Marion, not so we don't marry quick. Other man they calculate well. More politician, if you keep you as girlfriend for reason. So what if Madam been doing calculation? He say I need to carry my with gang and I be celebrity, get status. So it's a two-way. It's a two-way street.
Okay.
And what if sometimes the mommy two tranga is now stay the person look and say this is not book controller. Well this la left and deal. Let's say because not take training in a house. Let's say where you not take training in a house. That treat the training. So what if the father look and say this and not talk to say well this let's get trainer. So it's a two-way street. But either way, it should not be as glaring, as open as it is. Okay. Because you will encourage other men for doing.
Okay.
You will encourage other women back for get a counter. And the first lady is going to come with counteraction. Now, woman, they can say woman are not weak. They can quick for acts, but when they plan themselves, when they calculate their action. And I think the president, this is in private life, in wife, but of course, we are not strangers to waiting can cause palaver between president and the wife.
Okay.
If you look all across the world, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, what will be the issue? Infidelity.
Okay.
So you have so many issues, but I think those are the things.
No layers to this part. Usman, I don't know.
Yes. Just come back to how the first lady actually see this issue. I mean, just an hour after the state opening of parliament, we see first lady going on a Facebook page, begin to talk to people. We see she was very, very happy talking about how successful the state's opening of parliament be and how politically engaged it be in an SLPP political party. Address the issue as of Thursday. It waits until 2 days after the problem happened for see whether it will gain momentum on social media if people don't actually talk about what happened at parliament. At the time, then they will see firstly actually address the issue. So it comes back to whether they see him as a big problem then, or maybe the way some people just talk if they will see him as a problem.
Yeah. And I know the first lady for be a very cheerful person whenever I go to parliament. It's either I go to smile or even where they get some the president go to get some undertones, he go smile or what's not. But for make it wear dark shades and put earphone on, it's that moment they mean say
like you expect say something gets for happen.
It don't happen before taking seats.
I think firstly a very calculative woman, and I think yes, although in PR team not look solid, but I think the one way they advise them, they do some good work. Because honestly, not to the first 10 days I begin turn first lady. Marion May in our parliament where APC that they talk, I'm not glad you there you go see it on his smile. Yeah. She is used to getting it. This is like when we say, not to the person will stab you, quoting Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte in one of his posts, not to the person will stab you, not the problem. But when you turn, when you watch who that old enough.
Okay.
And talking to Usman, whether he reacts on time or not. Of course, you have to get things, you have to gauge public opinion. Things don't just be no, you can jump now and say, the mommy don't, based on public reaction, whether she was stimulated or not, we see the public reaction that firstly, they try to make case para. They try to divert, they try to turn the case para. How they turn the case para? Hey, not seen up. For that is secondary issue to me.
Okay.
When it comes to protocol, it's secondary because if we don't violate protocol, we don't have respectful courtesy that the speakers lounge. We don't get we don't force when a parliament don't violate protocol.
Okay.
So again, if na me say like when parliament tell me say for big, I talk I need the big no parliament. I will protest more than even the first lady. Okay. So therefore, we work come on do.
Okay, Melvin, make we look at another issue quickly.
Yeah.
Just quickly before we open the phone call, because we already do exceed time. 3 years after the August 10, 2022 issue, and of course, a lot of people will remember this day because of one thing or the other, perhaps then lost their loved ones, or some certain things happened to them during this day where they're not going to ever tend for forget. And 3 years down the line, we still grapple with a lot of issues we still unresolved regarding the August 10 issues of people still mourning them, then loved one that will die with, they don't get access to their body, people still waiting for the compensation, and several other things. What do you take going forward regarding this particular issue, and how for prevent such for happening in the future?
Marion, you've eloquently made the point, and I will refer them to Amnesty International Sierra Leone website and then get a publication which was done on the 20th of March 2023. And that publication, they highlight a litany of issues from the aspect of the police officers who were killed and also to civilians who were killed. Apparently, what the report capture is that justice on the side of the civilians was not given. And of course, there was a Safa Abdullahi report which clearly indicts the opposition for being involved. But for me, when you look at Amnesty International report, the last paragraph is a backgrounder. They say, and I will read, on 10 August 2022, protests broke out in Freetown and other areas of the country amid mounting frustrations over soaring cost of living. Some demonstrators called for President Bio to resign. What's the state of cost of living, and how do we evaluate President Bio's leadership as of now? If we can answer those questions, then we can say we are safe that this cannot happen again, or it might happen. And let we not forget, no saloon no more than kind of incident the day of protest. As we talk to, I mean, Usman, you're an expert in international affairs. We don't review a lot of protests from Liberia to Kenya. Protests are a common thing. But in Sierra Leone, the deadly thing about the protests, the number of lives that we are lost, and the number of properties that we are destroyed, and the number of persons that we are allegedly involved, who are, according to Emmanuel Safa Abdullah Esquire, politically exposed persons belonging to the opposition. And the opposition, unfortunately, they never came out to debunk what was stated in that report on August 10.
Okay.
So it means, to some extent, they participated, coordinated, influenced, according to Safa. Go and read Safa Abdullah Esquire. So for me, the protest was a sign or was a symptom of a broader problem, which is adopt boku, angry boku, corruption boku, and hardship boku. Under this season, the potol, we already use bike. If I marry what the car, I ask myself, I say, hey, one time I get one big money, you want to buy motor car, my wife say, no, daddy don't buy, what do you want to buy them for? I regret. You didn't know so much important in the season. So, we are grappling with the same issues because August 10.
Okay.
So Amnesty International, kudos to them. And let me tell you, we get serious-minded organization in Sierra Leone, one of which is Amnesty International. Go and read their reports. Then bring all sides of the equation. Unfortunately, when has justice been served fully, one-sidedly on the one that way they being fined, they be arrested, some of them be tried, some of them be sentenced. Yes, justice for them. But what about the one that will shoot civilians according to Amnesty International within the host behind them back?
Yeah.
What about the one that will then go arrest? So injustice is the cause of unrest.
Okay.
If there's going to be any takeaway home, either we don't learn or not learn anything, the answer there is has anything changed on cost of living? Which make people, it's just because we have when it comes to protest, let me say, when it comes to protest, underline me word, we have an autocratic government. When it comes to protest, it's a taboo. So we know this here.
It depends the kind of protest.
Peaceful protest. And they will tell you, say, assurance that it's not going to be. I mean, again, this is not the problem. If people are not allowed to vent out their anger,
okay,
and those anger be settled, then we are having what is called a fragile peace. So I want to say rest in peace to the one that will die, and to some of these issues that are still living. Don't forget, they are living with us.
Okay.
And we need to address them, if we not forget, any other Augustine in the future or whatever time, because the issues still exist.
Usman, quickly.
So I think one of the most darkest days in the history of Salone after the deadly 11 years long civil war. I mean, we see more than 6 police officers and civilians them die. I would dub the protest to happen as a political and cost of living protest. I mean, we see part of the recommendations them of the tripartite committee now for release some political prisoners them who they hold during the August 10 protest. Those were political prisoners where the APC wants to make the release. So after that, we don't see many intimidation for people and come back. But I think Sierra Leoneans them don't learn from the past mistakes them. We don't learn to say we don't go come out without the government actually approving because that protest wasn't approved by the government. So I think we get a lot for learn and we don't make progress since then.
Okay, we'll take calls now inside the show. We got a first caller on the phone. Hello, your name, where you call from?
Yeah, this is my boy from Gothic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, for me, I feel for the First Lady because whatever the case, leaders are our reflection to the world, and how we treat our leaders is very important. But I will also say, as a human being, we don't get experience for so. This is the right to reflect and set a boundary and define itself so that people clearly see her defined borders, and let it not be cowed or cowed by this kind of intimidatory way they do. Nothing. For me, you sing against me and not in that politics. Yeah?
Okay,
it's
thank
not who I am. It doesn't change who I am.
Thank you.
So let her stand strong and define herself.
Okay.
And
079994993. Call and make a contribution inside the show. And it is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Good morning.
Your name outside the call from? Come on here, you radio set or TV, please wait the call. 079994993. Now the number for call. Hello, your name outside the call from?
I call from Brookfields, Mina.
Go ahead.
I call from Brookfields, Mina Augustine.
Go ahead, Augustine.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I call from Brookfields. Well, the thing we then do the First Lady, now disgraceful thing. Any decent man not going to let politics humiliate him. Yes, any decent man not going to let politics humiliate him with na public. And the one they will do if now they will them humiliate, so how they go feel. And this is so we say some people in this country don't get trained, we no fit for the House of Parliament. And if like we say now the First Lady now college campus and we go say the humiliate and so we go see how the police will go react. But when I inside Parliament, what waiting and do for the First Lady? They all sit back and watch. It's a big disgrace to the nation, disgrace to SLPP.
Okay, 079994993. We'll take more calls inside the show. Call and make a contribution regarding the topic then we don't discuss. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name outside the call from?
Now, per country the call for Ogbon.
Go ahead.
You see, the First Lady, we get for getting respect. More like in a public, and not to the opposition one. Now under his foot, now the thing come out. The thing starts from the delegate. They want to go to Parliament back. Then like Prince Adam, in a senior man, now the party, not to let him for the behavior with them, even for the work from.
You line kind of bad. 079994993. Call and make a contribution inside the show. Hello. Hello.
Good morning. This is Abakar from.
Go ahead, Bakar.
Always they talk about the First Lady issue, but if you observe lady, I want making no say in the First Lady ever in the history of our country, it a mix too much. We are in if they be any man, and it interfere too much. If you check to different things already happen at the country, it they make tough, it they make like in a minister, it they make all kind of way. At least if they for like support him man, if they for give him man very good advice, But if you check today, if you say the fight for a man, everything and call, the country not improve. The country not improve. One, nationally will improve. So waiting I advise we ever fight for the president. So it means say the first lady.
Okay.
Now, let tell her the truth. Not talk the truth.
Okay, 079994993. We'll take a few more calls and wrap up the show this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we don't discuss several issues. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mina Kande, I call from Duazak.
Go ahead, Kande.
This in a law, look, you know, go get the you pull them back. See what you can do. First lady, too bad. Now the same talk this week at Pala talk say the parliamentarian then again start and did it. Can you imagine? So that no sure talk that.
079994993. We'll take 3 more calls and wrap up the show this morning. Just 3 more calls. Hello, you name outside the call from. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, you name outside the call from.
Yeah, this is Kuka from East Station.
Kuka, go ahead.
Okay. Concerning the first lady, the action on Thursday on Parliament, and just like the one my friend came with me say, "Oh, Fatima don't do until the back. Activity happen. It's in a Parliament." I say, "You watch what happen." You know, when me watch the thing, and I know say, this country people are wicked. You understand? And just like what Melvi say, the president they pay for. If even the president they support them or do something for waiting happen so. For me, I just support what Melvi say it disappointed. Me say really disappointed because one this now you woman this you understand. Not pull her out of presidency or whatsoever. Nobody know for humiliate you woman. That one day as a man that they for stand for that. And the waiting the happen so na the SFPP. Let people know say the kind way where Fatima don't do something at that party day. They go Fatima don't put something straight at that party day.
Thank you. 2 more calls, 079994993. We'll just take 2 more calls and end the show. Hello.
Hello, Epikero. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mina Kekereda. I just want to sorry to the first lady for what happened. But first lady back there for no, which in the put some part. All this year start from chairmanship of this SAPPR. You know, first lady be don't know 80% of the grassroots and that man they be after. My first lady for them put again for any other thing again. And bring all the thing out to himself. But me they say sorry to uncle what happened.
Okay, 1 more call, 079994993. Just 1 more call, and we end the show this morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you name outside the call from.
Yeah, me na Mr. D from Abadi.
Go ahead. Hello.
That whole building with Kokos. Sing the music. The could mean see them for check for interpret the music. It simply means the way you left the partner fire go with body, we can meet Kokodos. So the day I will tell him I'm going to go with body. And like when we talk about this politics, count is bad. But it's not correct.
Okay.
I'm a really opposition or let her because it's wrong. It's a woman and the way you get her. I said.
Okay. Thank you. Well, we're not taking any more calls inside the show, Melvin, so we are wrapping up quickly.
I think, say, if me not President Bill, just the callers them, nobody, for the first time, first lady issue they come up, nobody take an ash or adverse. A surprise when somebody they apologize to him. I think that then the real he for she men, that the man and with decent na salon. You know, we have some decent and indecent men and women who, as manifested in Parliament. We have some decent MPs and some indecent MPs by virtue of their conduct. So, firstly, if me forbid any first lady, if you listen to this program, if I feel motivated, when the SMP don't do so, me mama can put one parable, say na mango we rep, na in the stone. Then don't embolden her. It just need to get a good team, and I agree with that caller. Say it sets in boundaries. And I disagree with that other caller we talk say enough of we don't put on for that leadership. If you don't put on from 2021 for Prince Adi, so why not now? Of course, yes. Then if I make first lady understand, say if I follow the political again, that's why you need good communication advisors, good political strategists. And I'm sure one of them is Dr. Sylvia Blyden. Okay. And another caller they talk say if for beware, the other person talk say in a kekera that apologize. Say must be beware of usai they put in. I agree with you, but if we say woman, if we say woman for the be careful usai they put in politics, we for the tell the man back the same thing. Is that not gender insensitivity? I'm not talking about gender now this whole conversation. Coca, he say disappointed. Coca, like are you disappointed? Now so me self disappointed. Kande, he say too bad. Agreed. He used the word gangsterism, and Kande totally like what if Francis Benkefala say that parliament is degenerating into a gangster paradise.
Okay.
Yes. You cannot. That's the house of law. That is sacred house. Go and read books like from Eskume and others. Let them tell you right now how for address the strangers, how MPs therefore conduct themselves. If we get sober ethics committee, that's a matter for ethics and privileges.
Okay.
All right. There is another one where say, waiting for lady don't do still. We all know say generally Adop Boku, me another APC, another SLPP, and one day meet with Fatima and not Sabia. All right. The one within in corridors, I will tell you. But if you want to say Fatima not do nothing, Fatima don't deliver past some SLPP minister. Like you a case study. Fatima now in single-handed effort make 34 days like I did so. Who's minister? Call one minister where don't make that kind of effort like Fatima. Forget about answer for girls.
Okay.
Who's first lady don't ever bring life to first lady office like Fatima? You know, what would the 8 people learn? Don't forget now mama born way back. Who back get sister there? Not to say you the 8th person. Not 8th person say to mama bye. You get what end up for say, Abo, this is not good.
Okay.
And I want for say another caller. I want for say all the way up Pakon say she must publicly. Pakon say I think that another world and agree not to opposition and for blame. APC not get no hand pan this.
Okay.
You know, APC then get their own sonko. But even at that, what the SLP do? APC no one they do at the National Delegate Conference for go sing Kokoros for any of the member.
Okay, Melvin.
But then the 18 become along. Nobody not sing again. The worst thing do they say you sabia.
Okay.
They not see Kokoros.
Thank you.
It's in this sense, and I think say if me a President Bill listen to this program tonight, this morning, I think say if I have a rethink, in at the president too, but let not forget say in a papa and a woman and get picking.
Okay.
And man not think like woman and not do like woman. The woman might be overburdened, it might be overreaching, but yet still for the sake of the family, like I know more person be not agree for salon. And so enough for agree back for in wealth.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, where you come on a power, not to SLP people go don't be in back.
Thank you.
Now in wealth, now get for the Lidonia in back, now get for the one WhatsApp for and cook for the whole thing, make it enjoy himself like a young man. Because let's talk this one, man we're not old, we're not get woman. Two things, either you old quick or you die quick.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not when you're young now you need woman, now for your old age and the partner only the also.
Okay.
You need somebody near that.
Usman, quickly.
So I think everybody, we all agree on the fact that what he didn't do the first lady wasn't good at all. So everybody had to go out to the first lady in this troubled time.
We join them for say sorry to you, please, man.
But this, as I clearly mentioned, just show how divided the SLPP is. I mean, the first lady still the husband, the president still in power, and we see one of the most powerful members, Prince Hades, one of the former chairman of the party, to support them in an attempt for insult the first lady. But however now though, I think more needs to be done in the political space. I mean, we are a peaceful country, but in the political arena, that we still need more efforts.
Okay, thank you so much, Usman Mara and Melvin Tijen Mansari. Thank you for joining the conversation this morning. Now, all this will get time for Inside the Show. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder, always to give you technical support inside the studio. And Abubakar Ben do make us see you live on Facebook. CD and the rest, na Slick Television Control Room make us see you live on TV. Also, thanks to the producers, Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. The executive producer of the show, na Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another exciting epic morning show. Marion Precious George say have a beautiful day and tata.